Welcome to L4D2 speedrunning tutorial video walkthrough thing with your host, me, the master. I will be showing you all of the little intricate movements and setups and the pathing to speedrun this game that I currently know anyway. It's possible some of this might be out of date by the time you get to it whenever you're watching this, but as of right now, this is all the stuff that I know that I used in my records. I will not be covering bunny hopping in this. There's a lot of videos that already cover bunny hopping in this game, so I don't need to do that here. I'll probably link one of them in the description. So I turned the director off. You're not going to see any zombies unless I spawn them myself. To make things a little bit easier, kick the bot so it's just me. Oh yes, Lateralis, thank you. Also, Quesosaurus says hi. This is running on version 2008. It's an old version of the game. If you want this version yourself to run the game, feel free to post on the speedrun.com forums for Left 4 Dead 2, or message me on Twitch. I can give it to you as well. Yeah, if you want to seriously run the original 5 campaigns that launched with this game, you want this version of the game. You should not be using the newest Steam version. You should be using 2008 or 2027, which is a little more stable. So I'm running 2008 right now. I guess that about covers it. Alright. So let's get started with the window skip. Right at the end of this hallway. This skip is very easy on the old version. Newest version it changes, but I'll be getting to that in a different video. So all you need to do, and also take a look at the bottom left for my controls to see exactly what I'm doing. All you need to do is step out of this window, start falling down, and then hold back in the direction of that window just below you. I like to do this on the run with right strafe and then left strafe, so I kind of line up roughly with the center of the carpet. This doesn't need to be exact, but roughly the center of the carpet. I look all the way down. I hold right strafe, going at full speed, until I pass this window and I sense I'm about to fall. As soon as I start falling, I hold left strafe, and just keep holding it. Don't move your view, and you'll land right on that windowsill. So let's try that. And there you go. You can also, you will get stuck on this glass. Sometimes it breaks when you walk through it. I think I've had that happen before, but I always, as soon as I land down here, melee to break this glass, just in case I get stuck on it. It'll always break it. And that was no clipping right there. Okay, so you could do this anyway. Like, you don't have to do the strafe way. It's the way I find most comfortable. I suppose you could also go straight out and probably hold back. Like, that works too, but strafe just, strafe feels better for me, because then you can line up with this carpet as well. So, like, usually I approach it, I start to get close, I look down. Hello! Ooh, I almost... Okay, so right there, I was almost too far to this side. You can see I was falling, like, very much to that side. I actually turned my view... I turned my view to the left a bit while holding left strafe to readjust myself towards the center of the window. You might need to adjust yourself like that sometimes. Just try to be as centered to the window as you can be when you fall, or you might just ride up against the wall and die. But yeah, this in this version is pretty easy. You'll get a feel for it quickly. And the next trick, this is the elevator skip. There's 2 big skips in this level. So the idea here, you want to jump as you're exiting the elevator. You need to be in the air when the doors catch you, and activate the elevator just as you're right before the threshold of the doors. The doors will close on you, catch you in the air, you'll be stuck. The elevator will go down without you, and then you'll kind of pop out here and you can stand on the elevator to exit it much more quickly at the bottom. Unfortunately for this, I'm going to have to be restarting the map to show it more than one time, but my setup for this is this carpet here with the trim. Like this line of the golden trim or whatever color that is. Again, I do this all strafing. I go into the elevator a little bit so I can strafe right and build up full running speed. As soon as the edge of this carpet passes the center of my view, At the same time, I jump and press my use key, which is E, and that gets me right in the center of the door, usually. I almost never miss this, as long as I make sure I jump and hit use at the same time when I pass the threshold of the carpet. It's orange. It looks goldish, I don't know. It's a color. It's a color. Alright. So you're coming from the window. I'm going to do this now, and I'll have to restart the map, show it again, but coming from the window, over there. So when you start out, you could be like halfway in the elevator. That's a pretty safe place to get up enough speed. When you get used to it, you won't have to go as deep in the elevator, but... So, hold right. Jump and hit E right when you are crossing over the trim, right when it's at the center of your window. Monitor. So you can see the doors caught me. I was floating in the air. You have to jump. If you don't jump and you're standing on the ground when the doors catch you, it'll pop you back into the elevator every time. You have to jump and be in the air when they catch you. And then you just step on top of the elevator here. Oh, I should have showed that while the elevator was going down. So, from a distance, you fall off the elevator and land here.
Alright, we're all friends
and
now.
then
Get
drop
ready.
through the top of this elevator. Alright, I need to restart this map now so I can show that again, especially the drop part. This is something, you'll have some trouble at this when you start out. The timing is very much learned, but as long as you pay attention to the mark of the carpet, that's not too bad. So,
Grab something. I got a feeling this is
I
gonna
need
be
to grab, what am I doing grabbing stuff? I don't need to grab anything. Good bunny hopping. Excellent bunny hopping. Alright, so we got the window. You don't actually, I do that by habit, honestly. You don't actually need to shoot the window, you can just walk right through it. But I don't know, I just shoot it out of habit, it's up to you. Either way. So... And by the way, this window is very forgiving. You can be out a little bit and strafe to the left, and you'll still make it. Just make sure you try to strafe as soon as you can. So you melee this window.
This elevator's still working.
You see there, I left strafed into the elevator until I was maybe almost halfway in, and then switched to right strafe and jumped and hit use. So now once you're up here, so you need to drop there. I'll explain my mark in a moment. I have a mark for when I drop here. Right there. If you drop at the right time, I have God mode on, but if you drop at the right time, ideally you want to have 44 health from 100 when you land down here.
I bet there's gonna be
And then down the hole.
there, so let's get ready.
Another note, if you drop early enough, you will not trigger the fire down here. But the fire will still hurt you at a few points. It's just that you won't see their graphic. It's kind of confusing what like it does trigger or doesn't trigger, but if you jump soon enough, you won't have any fire down here. So as for the mark I use here, I guess you can find any mark that you'd like. That might be down the preference, but the best mark I've found is the this, I don't know what we call a spindle. I'm not really sure. There's LOD on the spindle, which is level of detail. Basically, it's when objects have lower detail when they're further away from the screen. So I stare at the spindle and I wait until I see that level of detail change, and it goes into higher detail. As soon as I see like the texture change, I jump for it. Pulley, yeah, there you go, pulley. And that always gets me at 44 health. Any more, and you're either going to be under 44 health or you're going to end cap. I'm not really sure what the threshold is exactly, but you're aiming for 44 to be the fastest. I'm trying to show the level of detail right now, but it's not really working while I'm no clipping. I probably have to... Oh, there it is. I don't know if you can see that in the video. You can see a change right there. See that? Watch it closely. See it change? That's my mark. As soon as I see that change right there, I jump and land on the spindly thing, pulley thing. Because you can see it sticks up a bit more than the rest of the girder. It's just right there and then down. And then, oh, I went through the trigger for the fire. So yeah, if you go too late, you'll trigger the fire all along here. I guess I'm going to restart the map one more time, because I want to be down here without any fire. Pretty hard to see. Well, Carousel, I'm making a local recording at way higher quality than Twitch. So it might It might be alright in the local recording, hopefully. But you'll see if you look yourself when you do it, you'll probably see that change that I'm talking about.
Jesus Christ,
Or if that
what
doesn't
are
work
these
for you,
things?
maybe find a mark on the wall or
Damn it, elevator
anything,
down.
any mark that works for you. This is just the stuff that I am comfortable with.
This elevator's still
I almost missed that. I'm almost too far into the elevator. I would have popped back in. I was actually kind of close, but I got it. So look at the spindly thing. I like calling it the spindly thing. 20 minutes per chapter, Muffin. Yeah. Wait for it. There it is. I shouldn't have kept crouched there. It took me too long to get off of the elevator, but that worked. All right. So we're down here. There's no fire. That's a good thing. You want there to not be
Bet there's gonna
fire.
be something waiting for us out there. So let's get ready.
You just go along this way. So there's usually a you can see a fire when it's triggered properly, right along there. It still does damage to you right now, even though you can't see it. If you go straight through the fire, you'll take 2 damage. So if you've done everything right so far, you're at 44. You'll be at 42. You won't be limping yet. You can see I'm,
This door.
even though I have God mode on, you can see the flames at the bottom, so the fire would be dealing damage. Then so you just walk right through that. You don't have to do anything special. Just don't linger in it, or you might go below 40 health and limp. So we're in here. If you, again, don't trigger the fire and you drop soon enough, there won't be anything here. You don't actually take any damage here. I don't know what the difference is between these 2 fires, but the damage isn't here right now. So you can just walk right through this gap
Anybody hear me?
between the beds and the luggage. Carefully you're not too far to the left. You can actually see if I stand too far to the left, I start to take fire damage. So stay closer to the beds. And there's a weird, like, pushy clip here too. So yeah, just don't get too close to the luggage, and you're fine.
Almost there.
And then it's just straight to the exit. I think that probably covers all that. Go to the next map.
We made that by the skin of our teeth.
Hi, Derp Duck. See, if anybody has questions about what I'm doing, or if you want me to elaborate more, feel free.
Hey-yo!
Could be I forget things. I like everything to be included in the tutorial. So I'm just gonna skip through
kill some
parts
zombies.
where there's nothing special, where it's just going straight through the level. You can go left or right here. I don't think it really matters. The right might be slightly faster, and it doesn't really matter though. And if you go left, you have a chance at some pickups on these tables, like that adrenaline there. Very nice. Could find a pipe, Molotov, anything like that. I don't know if I'm not going to mention too many item spawn spots. It's going to take forever. I'm just going to go over general pathing for the speed run, I think. So I usually go that way. You can jump up on here, go around and start bunny hopping, however. Down this slope here, try to bunny hop. Even if you just jump straight, you want to try doing some sort of hops here. You can gain speed very quickly if you time them right. Even just going straight. I kind of screwed that up a bit, but either do proper bunny hops with strafe left and right or straight here. Down here, jump over this railing. I like to just jump over and turn around, do a 180. You'll take a little bit of falling damage if you hug close to the railing. Like I'm holding left strafe and doing a curl in the air as well. If you do this right, yeah, the leg crack there, you'll take just a little bit of damage. If you're already low from the last level and didn't heal in the safe room, you might want to be careful not to take extra damage here. I've had to be careful before. So just land a little bit higher on the staircase in that case. Open the door, jump over this railing.
Mall must be close.
I like to do a crouch over this railing to help not get caught on it.
Hello!
And this is pretty normal. Cut through here.
Over this dump.
Oh, I guess I can explain a little movement trick going up ladders, since this is the first ladder. So when you climb up a ladder normally, it's pretty slow. You can see how slow that is. However, if you get on a ladder and say, the way I like to do it is I look all the way up, 90 degrees to the left. Now if I hold up to go up the ladder, because I'm looking up, and I hold right strafe, which is against the ladder, both of those keys at the same time, I go up the ladder much faster. basically you just want to be holding two directions towards the ladder. So if I look up and to the right, you hold left strafe and up. So both directions are holding up against the ladder. It's fast climbing, yes. Or you can look down to the right, then you hold backwards left strafe, because when you look down, backwards goes up the ladder. Any of these directions work, all the same. It's up to your preference which way you want to look. I like up left, but whatever you like. There's a tiny optimization here. Real quick, let me explain another little quirk with the movement in this game. So when you jump up onto a higher ledge, see how I was crouched there for a moment? I'm not holding crouch. The game is just doing that. And when I land on this railing, see how I lose all my speed and then I have to get rolling again? That was my phone notification. You can avoid this. You can avoid that slowdown where you're crouched on the railing if you just tap crouch after you jump before you land. See, that time you barely even saw the crouch, and I barely lost any speed. All you do is jump, tap crouch, and then when you land, it'll get up from the crouch almost right away. Saves a little bit of movement time there. I've gotten used to doing that pretty much every jump onto a higher surface. So anyway, a little optimization here. Just jump on the railing, and then jump over this top railing. I tapped my crouch there. If you notice, that's my M4 mouse 4 is crouch that I use. So I do that so I don't lose any speed here, and then I probably should have done it there too. But it's just like a second savings probably. I think it's best if you clear the top railing if you go straight over it. Up staircase here, normal. So we're over here, this railing. You can jump pretty early over this railing and curl through the air. That was horrible. Let me try that again. You can clear that railing from pretty far away if you just curl a little bit, making sure you land on that trailer thing, or you'll take a lot of damage if you land on the ground. Or you can just go around this way. I really don't know how much time it saves to jump over the railing. It's probably very, very little, but it feels good to do it. So why not? Go along here. Another tiny optimization you can get on this railing next to the staircase. So just jump crouch, tap crouch, so that I don't take a while to recover when I land on it. Up on the railing. I like to look to the left here. Kind of hold forward and push up against the wall and make sure I don't slip off, because it's very easy to slip off this railing if I'm not turned to the left and holding forward. Keep going until you're high enough to get bumped up onto this railing, and then keep walking. This takes a little bit of practice. I still screwed up and slip off here and there, but yeah, usually I just wait until I'm somewhere around this corner, and then just turn and run off. I suppose you could also jump somewhere at the top here, but feels kinda inconsistent to do it that way. I don't know. Either way.
Come on, this way.
Now this is something. I think there's an optimization here. Like, see if you get on this railing. I never do this. This is really hard. I found to do this in a run. Like this movement's really precise. I might as well just include it for completion's sake. But yeah, you can get on this railing and then like I just slipped off again, and then keep walking up these railings. I guess you could jump on this one, but I probably wouldn't recommend doing that. It's too precise. Along this bridge, jump over this railing. Very easy. Just I don't try to clear that one. I try to clear this slanty railing. Just jump here, and then do a curl as you're falling down, just to get a little bit more distance towards the bottom of the next staircase. You can also like land on this railing sometimes, but just a general jump down here is fine. In the store, normal. I like getting the laser AK. AK has the best DPS of the ranged weapons, and the laser AK is still quite accurate when you're running. But whatever gets you killing stuff, jockeys and stuff without them going on your head is fine. Alright, so you would go through the door there. A little optimization here. I jump over this railing.
Hello.
to this wall. Run along here a little bit and then drop. I usually drop to the staircase, not the railing. The railing, I get caught up on it sometimes. DPS, damage per second. Yeah, the damage, when I said DPS, it's damage per second of the weapons, so the AK does the most damage per second than the other ranged weapons. It's good, I should probably be explaining that. Okay, so jump over the railing to the wall. Then, yeah, I like to just keep holding forward and aim for the staircase, because as I said, the railing, I get caught on it awkwardly if I land on it. I think probably because that one was okay, but I think because it's a little, like, tilty. It kind of pushes you when you land on it with some force. Then just drop down over the wall here. Now, here's where things get a little interesting. There's 2 ways to cover yourself coming back out of the store. By far the ideal way, which also helps to set up a skip we're going to do coming out of the store. Let me just get that out of the way. By far the ideal thing is that you have a Bile right now. If you got lucky in level 1 and found it on a counter somewhere on your way to the safe room, or if a Seed Zombie dropped it in this level, you'll have a Bile. What you want to do is, usually when I'm about here, I guess, getting to the parking spaces, I like to throw it just to the side, onto the ground there. A lot of commons are going to collect there. They won't now because I turned the zombies off, but a lot of commons will collect there. As you go through the store, just try not to be slow here. Try not to get caught on anything. Throwing the Bile when I did there, times it roughly so that it wears off by the time I'm out here somewhere. So it would be wearing off right now. There would be a bunch of zombies there. And for some reason this holds up specials too. I don't know why, but when you throw the Bile early, I never have specials coming in to the store to get me. I'm not sure what that mechanic's about, but so as that's wearing off, you make your way over here to this light post. Jump up here. Tuck into this corner between the clip in front of the hedge and the lamp. The Bile will run out, and let me hit my bind, spawn some zombies. Come on, guys. Hold crouch, keep jumping, let them collect underneath you there, and there you go. That's called a common boost, and it got me up on the hedge. When you jump on a zombie's head as they're climbing onto an object underneath you, their upwards force from climbing will push you upwards if you jump at just the right time. I'll be using that a number of times throughout the tutorial. So, do that. Show that one more time. And it seems to help if you're holding crouch while you're jumping on the zombies. I'm not sure why, but holding crouch does seem to help get more height. So, you would have the cola. I guess I'll grab that again.
I got his cola.
Make your way over here. The Bile runs out. They'll be coming from around there. I'm holding crouch and holding, by the way, also it works better if you hold backwards against a wall or a corner or something as you're trying to jump on them, I find. So I'm just holding crouch, holding backwards into that corner, spamming jump once they get close to me until they collect under me, and hoping one of them climbs to give me a nice boost onto the hedge. And then you can walk along the hedge, jump up onto this, little optimization up onto the wall. You can jump this corner or not. Slightly faster jump the corner. Like, let me kill these. I think there's a command where I can just remove all the zombies, but I don't know it offhand.
Got the cola.
Alright, so there's a tiny optimization here. From the wall here, jump over this plant onto this railing. Now, you can turn in the cola while you're standing on this railing. You gotta be at the edge. Here will probably work. Yeah. So I'm turning it in while I'm standing on the railing. That's very nice, because then you don't have to jump on the railing once you finish turning the cola in. And if a common happens to catch up to you and hit you, when they hit you, you can't jump, which makes it very hard to get up on this railing if they hit you while you're turning it in. So it's nice to be up here already, and then you can just walk off instead of having to jump up. Turn it in, and then just walk straight off. If you slip off the railing, just turn the cola in and then jump up on the railing. A couple ways you could do this part. If you're confident in bunny hopping, I'd actually recommend going around this way and starting bunny hops here, because there's a little bit of a slope you can gain some speed. If you're not, you can just jump up here and over this railing. Before you jump onto this railing, make sure push up against it first. Get bumped up onto this concrete or you won't have enough height to reach the top of the railing. You have to be on this little step first to get enough height. And then jump over. And then it's pretty obvious from here. You just straight to the safe room there. Make sure you check behind the hedge. There's some pickups sometimes. That's the whole Bile method and the common jump method here. Alternatively, if you don't, if you're not lucky enough to have a Bile, all along the way there are a lot of spawns where you can find a Molotov. Don't get a pipe, get a Molotov. You will find one somewhere if you look enough. You'd have to be very unlucky to not at least have a Molotov up to this point. You can use that to cover yourself. This one's a lot more dangerous though because it doesn't attract them to the side. So with the Molotov, I would come into the store. You want to throw it as late as you can because it doesn't last that long. So I usually prime it as I'm coming in, and then I go about to this back shelf. Like I sort of like turn around backwards as I run backwards and let it go somewhere around here towards the front door just so it covers the general area. I probably could have even thrown it a little bit further out, but yeah, make sure you throw it when you're back here so it lasts long enough. Get the cola, come back. This will burn all the zombies from getting in your way. You might get some unlucky seated zombies that can't be burned, but you can just melee them out of your way, on your way out. Just beware. These specials will come into the store if you use the Molotov method. They'll be lit on fire, that's a guarantee, but they will come into the store. Chargers are a big pain. And if a jockey comes in, usually he will meet you at this corner on your return trip. So like I'll be coming up here, and the jockey will be rounding the corner on fire. You might want to drop the cola to shoot whatever's coming, if in that case, if you hear a jockey or something, just to be safe. And then hopefully you get here as the fire's running out. Depending on how clear it is, you could still come over here and try to do the common jump, but it's a lot more finicky since there's not like a whole horde ready to converge on you. They're going to be a lot more spread out since you burned them all. So if you want to skip that, you could just come to the left here, like this, and jump up on this van with the cola. Get up on this railing, and then you can go along here. I like to jump that corner, jump on the hedge from here, and then it's the regular path there on out. It's just an alternate there, but ideally you definitely want the Bile, because the common jump's a little bit faster anyway at the light. Okay, mall.
Well,
I don't think...
Let's hope there's
I'm not sure there's too much in mall. We'll see. And one note, the old version that I'm playing on right now, this was before they nerfed the special spawns in this level. There's a lot of like double hunters and chargers and stuff that could potentially come and get you. It's kind of rough compared to the new Steam version, but good luck with that. Alright, there's some alternate ways to do this too. The way I usually stick with, which is safer because there's always a lot of zombies down here when you start the level, is turn right, come up, or jump up onto this table. Jump onto the shelf. You can either drop there or jump up onto this shelf as well, because there could be more zombies in this area. Just basically trying to keep the high ground from them. Over here, I like to jump up on this thing, and then onto the railing. Over this way.
You guys hear me?
And there you go. Let me show the alternates here before I move on. So, if you don't take that table way, you could also go to the left. Jump up here. Try to land on this far end of this counter, so you don't fall through the glass. Walk along here, and up the railing like normal. That's like 1 second faster, maybe, but it's a lot more dangerous. A lot more dangerous, because the commons might get you. Yeah, I guess that's 2 ways to do that. One of those ways. So, it's the way I do it. And then, when you get up here, there's a couple of different things you can do as well. You can just break the glass and walk through here, which is fine. You know, jump from the railing. Also from the railing, you can jump a little bit early up here. Break glass, go through. Or you can keep going along the edge here and jump along this glass and then along this counter, which I think again is a very minuscule time savings. There's also another method I was experimenting with. I don't even know if I should explain it. I don't do it because it's hard, but I think it's the fastest, slightly the fastest out of everything. I believe that yeah, you would approach from here, or around the side. I'd barely remember, it's been a while. But like, you can jump up on this thing too, and then across, but that's probably not worth doing. Stick to one of the other methods. Something to think about, I guess. If you find new paths, that's great too. This escalator here, the slopey bit of the escalator, you can try to get a bunny hop off of it for some speed. I just missed it. Yeah, trying to get some speed boost there. Yeah, you just jump. Carefully you don't jump from too high. If you jump from too high and get a good hop, you're going to take some damage when you land down there. So just make sure you have the health for that if you want to do a hop from this high. But if you do a hop from this high, you might be able to get 2 on the railing instead of just 1. I usually try the jump from about halfway for safety. Always check over there. Like, see how there's a bile? That's really good. Might be something good to pick up. If not, you can just like jump over these planners, keep going straight this way. Around this corner. Go tightly around this corner. Tiny optimization. Shut up, Nick. Tiny optimization, jump up on here. Across to this planner, and then onto the escalator railing. And then right here you can jump this corner pretty early. This is actually not as dangerous as it looks, I promise. Let me do that from back here again. Up here. Jump here. Kinda near the edge of there. If you don't jump near the edge of here, you might not clear this gap. So be careful you don't do it too early. Up on this escalator, and then you can do... Even if you do... Like, see, if you do a jump too early across the corner, you can still catch the lower edge here and not fall, and then just jump up onto the glass. So it's not as dangerous as it looks. And take this door. When you're playing solo and you kill the bots, the left path will be open every time. It's 100%. It has to do with which path is open here has to do with how much damage your team has taken in this level, and the quote-unquote damage that you start the level with counts too. So if you start this level like without any bots, it'll count all of that damage as if you were supposed to have another 300 health in your collective health pool, and it'll open up the left path. I think the threshold of how much damage you need to take is like 150 or something like that. I don't remember the exact number. But like if everybody starts the level with 50 health, that'll count and the left path is going to be open. So always turn left in solo.
Search these rooms.
Simple here, through the store window, take a left.
Keep going up.
Oh, I guess I didn't trigger the escalator. There must be a trigger back here for the escalator. I better trigger that. I don't know where it is. I always run this normally. I don't usually no-clip through here. Maybe I have to break the glass to get the escalator. You gotta shoot that glass to break it. Yeah, there's the escalator. The escalator is will always be here too. You could shoot this glass and jump this corner, but not a big deal. Another tiny optimization. I like to jump on this railing. The right escalator railing. Now from here, this is kinda a little awkward, but you can jump from here to the other escalator railing slash this glass side to this walkway, and keep walking along here. Just be careful when you walk. Shut up, Nick. let me turn this off so he shuts up.
Thanks for turning off that alarm.
Just be careful when you're walking along here. If commons are right next to you, trying to push up against you, they can push you off. They can push you off to the left. Be very careful about that. In that case, if there's commons nearby, you might want to just get off of this railing. Maybe jump over the planter, just to be safer about it. So in here, there's another bile there. Always check that spot. Turn off the alarm. On your way through here, by the way, you can close the doors behind you to keep zombies in the back. Oh yes, that's another thing I should explain. Going through this area, try not to kill zombies in front of you. All along, where's the start? I'm lost. I'm lost. I'm lost. Here we go. All along here, when you find any zombies, which usually they'll start to come at you at the top of this escalator, try not to kill them. Really try not to kill them. Melee them as much as you can, as long as you can melee them to the side and they won't stop you. If they're directly in front of you and you have to kill them, I guess you have to kill them, but the more zombies you leave behind you, the more spawn slots for zombies are taken up and not as many will spawn in the front. And that's a general rule through all the speedrunning. Try to keep as much behind you as you can, especially the special affected, which you can have a max of 2 out. So if you find like a boomer, melee him, keep him behind you, then you won't get something nasty spawn in front compared to if you were to kill the boomer and something else will spawn. So that's pretty important in this area especially. Keep a lot of commons behind you so you don't have a lot getting you all stuck up in this room. But anyway, you can close the doors just to keep them back there from catching up to you. They'll pound on the door for a while. Through here. Jump over this railing. You jump over and do a curl to the right again. Another door you could potentially close. Sometimes specials like to come through that doorway. Jockeys, chargers are especially a pain. Tanks and witches don't count as special. Witches are actually technically commons. They're just different and have different mechanics. I think cords and stuff do get delayed though when tanks and witches spawn. I don't know exactly how that works, but I know they've held up horde spawns before in a run, which can be nice or can be very bad, depending on what you're expecting to happen. So come through this door. I like to go along the right side. There's a couple of spawn opportunities right here. You can see there's a pipe and a pill. There can be adrenalines. I've seen double adrenaline and stuff like that. There's only, comparatively, there's one spawn over there, so the right side's a little better. Small optimization, turn left. Jump on this bench. Jump over the planter right there. Keep going.
Up this escalator.
There's 2 ways this escalator can be. I'm not sure what influences this RNG. I think it might just be completely random, but usually... I'm not 100% sure about that, but usually, at least in solo, this escalator is going to be going this way instead of the other way. I find, most of the time. So jump on this left railing. Jump the corner. Then you can either start bunny hops here, keep it going around the corner into the safe room, or if you don't have any good bunny hops going, jump up on this planter and jump this corner. And keep going. Now here's the hard part. Alright. If the escalator spawns in the other direction, so it ends up there and starts down here, so you'd be traveling up like this. Now, you can potentially get on the side of the escalator. It'll be... Shut up, Nick. Shut up, Nick. Oh my god. Shut up. So the escalator, if it's going up the other way, the escalator will be up against this wall, the left railing. So you can stand on the left railing going up this way, and then jump up on the glass here, and continue on, jump this corner. Or, the fastest way, I think is the fastest way overall in this area, take a right instead, come this way. Good luck getting this one, I hate this one. Get on this railing, careful to get along the wall here, or around the wall here. You can do a kind of a jump and a curl, just around this little corner of the wall where you can shimmy it. I'm still on the railing, so let me explain our draw clip brushes. This is a command. See that purple thing? That is a clip brush, an invisible wall, as a lot of people like to call it. You can see I'm running up against it. This is just a developer's command, so I can actually see where they are. You need to get around this. To get around this, you're going to have to jump and do some fancy curls in the air to get to that railing over there. Usually, the way I do it, whatever way feels comfortable for you, but the way I do it is I run forward, I'll jump, holding forward and right, curl my mouse a lot to the right, and then switch from right to left, also holding forward, and curl my mouse back to the left. So I kind of do like, I don't know, sort of an S pattern, I guess, in the air, except maybe without the last loop. Holding forward in a strafe while you curl gives you sort of I feel like it's a slower, more controlled curl. It's not really how you're supposed to do it. You're only supposed to hold strafe, but sometimes I feel more comfortable holding forward and strafe. And you have to move your view a lot more to get a curl when you hold both of those keys compared to just holding strafe. So, the way I do it, forward, jump. You see in the controls that was probably pretty fast, but I'm holding forward, I jump, then hold right strafe, curl my mouse to the right, switch to left strafe, curl my mouse to the left, doing kind of a squiggly pattern. So the initial right is just to get around the clip. My mouse curling to the right is to get around that clip, and then back to the left is so that I straighten back out to meet the glass railing there. You can also do only a right strafe. If you do it right, you can land like down on the other side of this glass railing and then jump up on it.
You guys hear me?
Whatever works. And then you can either jump and crouch over this white generator, or you can go to the left, just over the planter here. Over the generator is probably the fastest, but it's a little tight to get that jump. Okay, yeah, I'll do it for Mall. God, there's a lot to explain in Mall. Oh my god.
That by the skin of our teeth.
It's more than I expected. Alright.
Anybody hear me?
Atrium. Let's see what we got going on in Atrium.
What?
The finale. If you don't have adrenaline yet, you can, as you're walking here, you can strafe to the left, peek in. See how there's an adrenaline? I got lucky next to the garbage can. I just peek in, see if I can spot any highlight of an adrenaline. If there is, I'll grab that. If not, just keep going. So you would activate the elevator. Now, oh god, should I explain the broken finale? Because that happens when bots are down. Well, let me just start. I'm gonna start finale normally first. Just go over what would happen if you're doing a main campaigns run. And by the way, when you do a solo run, you want to start through the menu. Use single player through the menu. Don't launch a server using the map command. Single player lowers the gas can count. You can see at the top it says 13 because I use the map command and launch a server. If I use single player through the menu, I would only need to get 8 cans. Make sure you use single player. So, pretend like that says 8, and I only need to get 8 cans. There's some spots they can spawn. Good RNG is if you only have to go to the second floor to get the cans. My RNG is actually not very good right now at all. This is down there, definitely down the list in bad RNG. So you come out, you get the first can. So in this case, I need 8 cans, right? This is 9 if I get that group, those 2 groups, and the one in front of the elevator, which is close, so you should always get that. Never go into the back and get those cans. Never get those cans. Second floor, third floor. There's one in the back corner on the second floor. That's the third floor. That's the third floor. Don't ever, ever, ever go and get those. Slow. So slow. So very slow. So in this RNG case, I have to go to the third floor. So I grab the first can, come this way. Oh my god. Come on, throw. Throw. Why does this happen sometimes? There we go. Oh, by the way, yeah, I should explain that real quick. You can melee throw objects. This works with the cola too. And co-op, that's very useful. So if I just left click, throw it normally, it doesn't go very far. As you can see. If I throw, left click, and then immediately right click, so throw it and then melee quickly. You melee the object before it's too far away from you. And it goes much further like that. It spins around all whimsically.
Got it.
Right after I throw, I like to move my view down a little bit because the object drops. It kind of starts dropping below the center of your view. So if you look down just a little bit, it helps make sure that you actually connect with it. I'm failing at that right now, but you can see that was a melee throw. I like to call this melee throw. Nope, missed that one. So you can be walking forward when you do it. You can be backing up. Actually, might be harder because it goes further away from you faster. But yeah, just throw and hit melee right away. There we go. Oh hey, the tank spawned. Let's just Get rid of him. So anyway, go up on the railing here. This is the bad third floor strategy. So you can ride up on the railing. When you reach this pillar, jump onto the next railing. Then you can keep holding forward and just turning the corners, stay on the railings a little bit faster. If you're coming to the third floor, that means that a group spawned here, so you'll be turning left to get that. Shoot this glass on your way over to the cans. You can throw them through the glass. You can kind of angle it. It's alright. Just make sure, like, if it lands on this wood here, you pick the can up when you drop down. So I don't necessarily need to get both of these cans, but I do kind of like how close they are to the car. I like to get both of them up here. So if a can gets stuck up here, just when you drop to the scaffolding, get the can that's stuck up here first. Or you're going to have to go all the way back around to get it, probably. So from down here, if there's no group of cans to the left, you can just throw these from here towards the car. If there's cans to the left, I kind of like to move them this way and do a melee throw towards the car, because you can see they bounce much closer to the car if you throw them from here. And then you can get, like, the group of cans here, fail the melee throw over and over again like I keep doing. The bad gas cans first. You always want to go to the third floor first, yeah. Because when you drop from the third floor, it lines you up to get this can. Like, this is right at the top of the second staircase, so it lines you up nicely if you get the third floor first and then drop down. Kick the tank again. Alright, so then you'd come over here. There could be a spawn here, in which case you can throw the cans roughly from here, kind of towards the elevator. Then there's two groups right here. Getting all these cans would be 9.
Got it.
So, because of the one in front of the elevator at the start. So in this case, I would, I'd throw both of these like that, straight towards the car, or at an angle. It doesn't really matter. And then I would get just one here.
Got it.
I only get one here because this is so far back and you have to move it really far. So this is the one I decide to leave behind. So now I have 8 cans towards the car. And also, there can be a group down there on this plank. So you can see what I just did there. I shot out the glass. Like, you could shoot it out here, here, wherever, and just drop down, land on the center. You'll only take like 15 damage or so, 16, something like that. If there are no cans down there, like, I don't need to drop down there. There's a couple of other options. You can go to the right here, hug this wall, land on this planter, so you don't take much damage. You can go along here, somewhere around there, land on this planter. Cans are orange, yeah. Or cans are orange. I see what you did there, Zaretsky. I got my chat open in Twitch. And then just move the cans and you're done. How do you drop it like it was never touched on keyboard? You press... Stupid tank. Get out of here. If you're holding a gas can, you just want to drop it. You would just press the use key again. Cans are white until you pick them up, yeah. The white cans are the ones that are just sitting there. Once you pick them up, they turn orange. Orange cans can be lit on fire with weapons, yeah. It goes without saying. Don't shoot the gas cans. That would be bad. You can shoot them when they're white. See? Yeah, you don't need to pick them up first. You can shoot them when they're white too. So be very careful with the commons around here when you shoot them, or you shoot at specials, that you don't hit the gas cans. Also, highly recommend, if you're coming in with Bile, use a Bile just before the horde gets to you. Just throw it out anywhere. That's going to be out of your way, way in the back, way to the right of the car, way back over there, somewhere on the bottom floor usually. Just throw the Bile, get everything off of you, and then if you get lucky, near the cans, you'll get more Bile that you can use to keep covering yourself. That's always nice. If you don't, if everything spawns on the second floor, if you get 8 cans on the second floor, or like, or like 3 groups on the second floor and 1 group in the back, so you don't have to go to the third floor, you can just go straight for the staircase, throw the elevator like that, the elevator can over that way as you come by, and just walk up this railing to second floor, and then turn right for that group, or turn left and get whatever you need. Now, I guess I should try to quickly cover. I'll try to quickly cover. You can break the finale. In co-op, you can skip starting the finale, taking the elevator entirely. If you're doing the individual version of this campaign, you'll have bots. When you down the bots in the safe room and take the elevator, the finale script doesn't start properly. Let me restart the map, actually. I can show, yeah, I can change level to get the bots back. I'll show that. I'll show the broken finale. This is if you run this campaign individual dead center, not main campaigns.
Just the best stock car racer of all time. Try reading a book sometime.
Jimmy Gibbs Jr.
Let's...
Yay!
That man is an American hero.
I thought that was a command.
The laws of nature allowed it.
Okay, never mind. God, 0. Write down them. Alright, so in an individual, you'll be downing the bots in the safe room with the AK, I guess, laser AK, which I don't have because I restarted the map. But
Let's roll.
wow, there's an adrenaline there again. So if the bots are downed, when you enter the elevator, it will break the finale script. This is actually a good thing. It's very convenient that this happens in the individual version of this campaign.
Cedar's not gonna save us.
So I'm going to activate
Any
this.
ideas?
I know the director's off, but since the finale doesn't start properly, you won't get
I think the little guy's onto
any...
something. Let's give it a shot.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you won't get any commons or specials for a while, because the finale's not actually started right now. I'll wait for this elevator to go down all the way. So it's largely the same. Collect your 8 cans, get it to the car. Here's the difference though. The script hasn't been started, so if you turn in gas cans right now, they won't actually count towards the 8 cans that you need. See how this information thing's lit up? For some reason, when you hit this is a usable object. When you hit this, it starts the finale script properly, which will start the horde spawning and start the special spawning. No, that's the normal expert difficulty I switched to.
Ellis.
See, it says expert in the corner. So this will start the finale script. You need to wait a little bit after the script starts before the cans will count. It's, I would say, roughly 5 seconds, maybe not even 5 seconds. Usually what I do to time it, I hit that, that started the finale. I come over here with the adrenaline out. I'll stand in front of the gas can, I'll wait maybe a second, take the adrenaline, and then I start pouring the gas cans in now. That seems like about right timing. So after you hit this, just make sure you wait 4 or 5 seconds before it starts counting the gas cans, or you'll get stuck. And then you'll be good to go from there. Okay, I think that actually wasn't too hard to explain. You'll see when you try it yourself. You'll see what I mean about the finale being broken and the script not starting. I don't know why that happens when the bots are down in the safe room, but I'm glad it happens for the Dead Center individual runs. Alright, that's Dead Center. Should cover everything. Let's go. Dark Carnival. 1 out of 5 down.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, guys, but unless Ellis knows
Okay.
how to build a monster truck, we ain't
Get rid of the
driving through
bots.
this.
Sorry, guys. This wasn't such a hot idea after all.
Don't sweat it, Ellis. At least you got us out of that mall.
Alright. Just some minor optimizations here. Jump over this car. You can go along here however you want. I like stay on the guardrails so that the commons have a harder time pathing to me. If you see something good in that truck, feel free to grab it. If not, go sort of to the edge of this guardrail. This is pretty forgiving. And jump onto this van and keep going this way. If something's in the truck, you can just grab it and go along the truck this way. It's fine. Doesn't really waste much time. It's worth it if there's a bile or adrenaline there for sure. You can go along this way, check the camp for more pickups. I think there's an adrenaline, that was lucky. Now from here, you can get up on, like, there's a, see how there's like a, I don't think, is this a clip? No, it's not a clip.
Hello?
You can stand in the corner here at the fender of the bus and next to the tire of the truck here, and then jump up on the truck and go over. You can do that jump from a little bit further away, like right here. You can jump kind of into the corner of the bus and you'll get it, and then jump again right away and over. Alternatively, if you're going left along here and for some reason you don't need anything at the camp, you don't need to check the camp, keep going to the left. This is slightly faster. Do the other way, Laz? Yeah, probably this way I'm showing. You can go to the left, this is slightly faster. Along this way, you can jump into the center of these bushes or whatever this is here. You can actually jump up in here and then jump straight over this truck. It's nice too. Hug the right side of that yellow brick.
Hello? Down the off ramp.
Oh, what, you go this way? I've never gone along this way. Yeah, I guess you can go this way too, but I think that that's a little bit more out of the way, it feels like. You should probably just go along the truck here. Okay, so we're over the truck. And travel along the highway this way. Get up on the sign, onto the roof of this
Don't shoot that
place.
car.
Stay on the upper level here. Keep traveling along now. A nice trick here, alarm cars. When you set off an alarm car, all the zombies spawn in the area and stay behind you. And like I described earlier with them taking up the spawning slots, if you activate the car and a lot are behind you, nothing will spawn in the front. The timing on this is kind of important. You want to hit the alarm car right when you're like across from it, like right in front of it like this. Shoot it as you're going by. This will keep the whole area below the hill up ahead and up near the safe room clear pretty much every time. No, I'm doing all the main campaigns onesies. This is gonna be a while. And yeah, the way I'm showing this isn't actually the order for my run. I guess I can explain that a little later. I'm just kind of doing them in chronological order right now. Doesn't matter. So you can, like, if you're really good at bunny hopping, if you're amazing at bunny hopping, you can get a lot of speed going around this corner. Jump at the edge here and clear the fence. You'll end up landing down here. But yeah, I can't do that. That's crazy. I doubt anybody's gonna be able to do that. But yeah, just in case it's there. Otherwise, just go through here. Along here. You can jump over the railing right here. To the hill. Always check both hills, see if there's any adrenaline. There's an adrenaline right there. Now, right when you're hitting the bottom of this hill, if you jump at the right time, you'll get a big speed boost and get some nice bunny hops going. So I always try to jump at the bottom of the hill in case I get lucky and get a speed boost going. I'd like to do it once, but I might miss it. This is very hard to time. You gotta get a feel eventually. I still miss it a lot. I also, this is a good reason to use Nick right here. I keep mistiming it, but you'll have a big speed boost. You'll carry this slide. There you go, into a bunny hop like that.
Down the river.
So, I like to jump over that rock. Just kind of keeps you going in a straight line. Bunny hop in the water. If you bunny hop in water, it won't slow you down if you time it right. You see right there, I didn't slow down. I got a good hop in the water. You can jump up on this hill. Jump and hold crouch. I guess, well, sorry, don't hold crouch. Tap crouch so that you don't do the slow getting up out of a crouch animation thing when you land on the upper ledge. This is pretty forgiving, this jump. You can jump, like, from the left here more, kinda. You can jump from the right a little bit more. Usually I just aim sort of, for the center there. Make sure you don't, like, hit the hill first and then try to jump. That actually, I timed that. Wow, okay, that's more forgiving than I thought it was, honestly. I jump from a little bit further away usually to be safe and just tap crouch. Get right up here. That's it, okay.
We made it. Safe house in the trailer.
And it's
At least
straightforward
I
from
made
there. Okay, level 2. Pretty simple here. Normal path, going along here. Nothing amazing.
Hello?
Try to get bunny hops down this hill. Explain the medkit when entering a safe room. I guess I could. I'll remember to explain that next level so I can show it actually working. So there's a really hard skip here. You can only do this in the old version. Oh wait, no. Yeah, no, you can do this in newest version too, yeah. Disregard that. So there's a really hard skip here. I don't do it. This is like impossible. But just for completion's sake.
Grab and puke.
If you have a Bile here, I also like to save a Bile, by the way, for level 4. It's kind of another reason I don't like to try this, but... you have a Bile, you can throw Bile up into this window, roughly like that, and land it up there. That will attract a horde. They'll run all from this area to this pipe and climb the pipe up to that window to try to get to the Bile up there. You can stand on the tent here, and right when they're going to be climbing the pipe, you can jump like this, land on their head, keep jumping, hope that there's enough climbing up the pipe, and jump on their heads as they're climbing the pipe and make it up to that window. Which is ridiculous. This trick is ridiculous. I wouldn't recommend trying it, but if you want to try to practice it, go for it. I would bow to you if you can do this consistently. You'll be up here, and then you can just run all along this way. Don't drop through here. Keep going. Drop through here. If you want to take no damage, you can land on the thing on the right. Otherwise, take just like 10 damage or whatever if you land on the floor and keep going. You can see this skipped a lot. You get past the slide and everything. This is what is done in the co-op route, except without using commons.
Hey-o!
But yeah, that's really hard, so... otherwise, just go through here normally. I'll just, really quick, because a tank always likes to spawn here, I might as well say something about this. If a tank spawns around here, you can jump up on these garbage cans to get around him pretty easily, usually. He always likes to meet me right here, I swear, like half the runs he does that, so just keep the garbage bags in mind. Might as well. There's another ladder. Remember the fast climb. Like that. Okay, when I get to here, I like to kind of drop onto the railing right here. You can see I clipped the wall here that sort of straightens me out. I like to do that. Wow, that was bad. Hard to do that while explaining. So I approach from here, kind of. I guess just make sure you land on the railing. Walk along the railing. When you get to about halfway to the lowest tier here, so about like halfway on this slanty bit of the railing, you can start jumping off. You'll take a bit of damage from here. If you have full health, it's not a problem. See, I took 17 damage. Or you can go until it almost flattens out here and take no damage, and then just strafe off the railing. Jump straight off this railing. It's normal from here, yeah. You can,
We need to turn on the power
real
to open
quick,
this door.
the
You know what? Somehow
gate
I
that
feel
opens
like
here,
I
you
need
can
to
hold up against the gate. You can see him standing up against it. If a tank spawns in this area, activate this and try to quickly tuck into this part of the gate. When he punches you, he'll punch you into the gate, usually a couple of times, and then you can, once it's open enough, you can squeeze through and get past him. This way he doesn't corner you back here. Just don't panic, activate. Go like this, tuck in. I do this anyway, whether it's tank or not. I like to hold right strafe until I shove through like that. And then just go along. You can try to bunny hop here. Wow, those bunny hops are pretty good, actually. Wish I could do that all the time.
Somebody shut it down.
And then it's normal. Just jump over this railing. Probably goes without saying.
Safe house ahead.
Oh no, I didn't show the med kit. Ah, alright, next level. Whoops. Yeah, this is gonna be a video upload to YouTube for future speedrunners to look at. Hello, future speedrunners looking at this right now. Thank you for choosing to run this criminally unrepresented game in the speedrun community. Alright. Okay, so out of the safe room, normal, to take a right, jump over this railing, slightly faster. Blah blah blah.
Into the Swan maintenance room
Alright,
above.
there's a nice optimization here. It's gonna take you some time to get used to this. It took me quite some time to get used to doing this jump. Go along here. This first bit of machinery, you jump on the base here, holding forward. 1 jump, 2 jumps up to the pipe, 3 jumps up to here. The fastest way to do this is with I guess a circle jump through the air, something, I don't know what you'd call this exactly, but you see I'm a little bit left up here. I'm going to be holding right strafe to build up a bit of speed going this way, just for a moment. Then I'm going to jump and curl my mouse to the right to straighten out that way fairly quickly. So this carries the rightwards momentum across the gap to land over there. I missed it. Let me do it. Let me do the whole setup. I think it's easier for me to do it that way. So jump, jump, jump. Like that. There we go. And yeah, just carry that momentum across the way. There's a few different ways you could do this. Some of the ways are much safer and don't require doing a strafe jump like that. Also, one little thing I want to note, because it used to get me trying to... Okay, if you land here, it's here-ish. On the other side of this railing, I can't go forward right now. I'm pretty sure if I strafe, there's a chance I'll fall down. Usually if I get caught here, I just jump again on top of the railing to be safe. I've fallen down a lot like that before. So just do another jump if you don't make it into the gap and you make it awkwardly, like at the edge of the rail there. Alternate ways to do this. There's a couple of ways. You can go along here to the back of this thing and then just hold forward to get the speed and jump without having to do any strafe stuff. Or you can do a 4th jump up to here, go to the back of this knob sticking out of the top, hold forward and jump. Either way works. Can also go up this way, I guess, and jump onto it from here and then jump back off of it, but it's quicker to jump up the machinery, I think. And especially the quickest to just do it that way. Oh, I thought I had to do another jump. Okay. At this hole, before I get to the hole, I like to jump a little bit away from the hole and then hold back as I'm over it, so I just fall straight through. I held back too early. Like that. I like to fall straight through and land on the swan's head if I can. I think that's the smoothest way to do it, and it kind of keeps you out of reach of the zombies down the hole, because usually when you get here there's going to be a horde coming from the hole. That happens most of the time. There we go. See, I like to just jump straight through the hole onto the head. And then just hold forward off of the head. You'll reliably clear most of the zombies that way. And watch your back when you drop, because specials like to be back there and ambush you. This is normal. Alright. Here we go. This is a biggie. This is one of the biggest skips in the whole game, I would say, and my favorite, personally. Coaster skip. Yeah, baby. This is going to take me like an hour to explain by itself, so sorry for the video length. Much apologies. Alright, coaster skip. We're going forward here. Fun part, yep. The old version of this is much easier. I'll have a separate video where I show the way to do this on the newest Steam version, but on the oldest version of the game, go around this way. Don't try this on new Steam version, it won't work. Look at my other video to know, my all campaigns video, to know how to do that. Jump up on here. I like to go just a little past halfway up here. Jump up onto this thing. Angle yourself a bit to the right so you can avoid that straight piece. Angle yourself towards here. You hold forward, jump. I hold crouch so that when I land here I kind of stick to it, because when you hold crouch it lowers your speed very quickly when you land on the ground. If I don't hold crouch, I'll try it without holding crouch. That's still... I got kind of lucky. It's very easy to keep going and just slide right off. I highly recommend holding crouch to just stick to the plank. So forward, hold crouch. You also get a feel for it. You want to come out a bit so you can clear your head. You'll get a feel for doing that without having to adjust yourself. Because you see, you'll hit your head if you're too far towards the inside, so you want to strafe strafe to the left. Avoid hitting your head. I keep holding crouch this whole time just to make it a little easier. Jump onto the straight piece. Now, there's a couple of ways here. It doesn't really matter how you do it, but I'll just show the one way because it doesn't matter. Jump onto this tilty bit. Up one more time. Alright. You gotta go around. You can walk right through this one, by the way. Or mostly through it. The clipping's weird here. I'm stuck. I can't go forward right now. You gotta get around this bit. You can see. Fastest way is just doing a curl. I like to just jump and do a little curl to the left around here. 2 more jumps onto this little nubby thing sticking out. And I usually hold forward at a left angle to get onto the coaster. This isn't dangerous like it looks. Here's a setup. It took me a while to get this setup going. You want to get on top of this railing. Like that. There's a pretty specific spot to get on top of the railing. My mark, first of all, I look left along the railing, and I'm holding forward, so I'm looking left along the railing a little bit, just so I keep, like, pressing into the railing as I go forward. As soon as I feel my body is, like, in front of this vertical part, I jump and switch from forward to left strafe. So let go of forward, switch to left strafe. Don't have to, I don't have to move my view or anything. So you'll want to look at my controls for this one. Just like that. Jump, as soon as you jump, switch to left strafe, and you'll catch on to that spot of the railing. So wait until you feel yourself passing that vertical thing, jump left strafe. And I have an extremely high success rate of getting up here. It's pretty much guaranteed. I haven't even missed it yet. So you'll get the feel for this quickly. Alright, once you're up here, that there's a railing down there, or a fence, rather, not a railing, there's a fence down there. There's a clip, I think, yeah, see that? So colorful. That purple clip extending way up from that fence. You need to make sure you're going around this clip, because it sticks out a little bit, see I'm hitting it. So just strafe to the right on this railing, get around that clip right there. Could show it without that. I usually just go wide here. It's fairly forgiving. Just make sure you don't hit it. Okay, at this corner, you're dropping straight down onto this wooden bit. Jump to this track. There's 2 ways you can do this. The best way is to take some falling damage. It's about 16 or so again, by jumping straight from here, curling a little bit, landing anywhere along that hedge. Again, it's very forgiving. So I'm at 82, 63, so that was 19. Just make sure you have enough health to take that fall and not be below 40, or you'll be limping. If you don't have enough health and you want to be safe, when you jump, do a very hard curl to the right. Aim to land pretty much anywhere along the side of that coaster. You can catch yourself anywhere along there. So I just jump, I curl hard. Ooh, that was bad. That's really bad. Let me get my health back. Jump really hard, curl. See, I landed on this slanted part, didn't take any damage, and then walk to the bushy area here. Just be careful you don't, like, slip off the side and fall down here. That's not good. You might want to, like, jump off the side to the bushy area. Just whatever gets you not falling down. Really hard curl. There you go. Or ideally, you just jump to the bush. Okay. Jump to the slanty plank here. Now, usually I do a jump at the top of there. I'll explain that in a second. So, again, you need to go past the center vertical thing here. You can get stuck on it very easily. You have to strafe out a bit to get past that. The fastest way from this slanty thing here, jump right before you're at the top. Like when you have this upwards momentum, jump and then curl to the right and land on the other side past this vertical thing. That's definitely the fastest way to do it. Like that. That was good. I didn't even have to worry about shimmying around this thing or anything. I just jumped straight from there over to here. Then from here you can jump and curl to the right to get onto the track. Like that. Let me go back here and do that again. Got that again. Jump, curl to the right. Oh, I missed it. Alright. If you miss that, you fall down here. Don't panic. You're fine. Just walk up here and jump onto the track. Now if you fall, if you're like back here and you fall on this one, if I fall here, it's kind of awkward to go up and then onto the track. I just go forward to the next slanty thing and then go up on the track. I'll cover falling down soon. 2 ways to get to the safe room from here. You can jump to the, see the clips, that red clip there? You can jump to that red clip and walk along it, which is roughly lined up with these bushes. This is a very easy jump. It's very, very easy. And then just walk along here and go straight to the safe room. I'll show that with the clip brushes on. See how, like, I look at how much room I have. That's tons of room. Even here, I can even beat to the left more. There's a ton of room here. Either that way, or you can go along here. This is patched the newest version, but in this version you can go along here. You can see that clip there. You just jump, land straight on that. I think either way is probably equal in time, so whatever you like doing, up to you. I used to be good at aiming hunter pounces, lateralis, and Left 4 Dead 1. It's been a long time though, I suck at it now. So let's say you missed the bush, you fell down, or you slipped off the side of the coaster, you fell down, or you fell down from here. If you fall down here, there is a backup. This is kind of slow, but just in case you fall, walk along here. Get on top of this little lip on the concrete here. This is a hard jump. I still don't get this consistently because there's not much room. You need to walk forward, get just a little bit of speed, jump, and land on this, the little support there on the coaster thing. I still like, if you go forward for too long, you fall before you jump and just slip right off. You have to jump right after you start holding forward. There we go. And then another jump, and you're back up on the coaster. But yeah, this isn't very easy. Much better to not fall, but you can still try this anyway, just in case. Oh my god, I'll get it at least one more time. There we go. One jump, and then you can walk around to the coaster. And then it's just a straight shot to the safe room door. You go left over the wall, go right that way, whichever. Okay, that's a lot of coaster skipping. I'm gonna do the whole thing now without saying anything. I'm just gonna do it from the beginning. Unless I screw up, then I'll be like, but I'm gonna do the whole coaster skip now. Okay. That was a very good coaster skip. That's... At the beginning, I feel like I could have gone slightly faster up the side of the coaster, but that was near perfect. That's what it should look like when it's done pretty well. Yeah, moral of the skip, don't fall off. Basically. And there's coaster skip. Okay, now, I didn't forget this time, Quesosaur, really quick. When you get into a safe room, if you have a med kit, you're kind of low on health, you want to heal. You might already know this trick, but when the map ends, if you're in the middle of healing, it instantly finishes healing for you. So you don't have to play out the whole animation. So you can just like get in, have your med kit out, shut the door behind you, and hold left click to start healing, and it'll just finish, you'll see. 92 health. Heal's finished. So that's a very quick way to heal yourself without having to like load the next map first and then go through the long healing animation. Alright. Level 4. There's RNG here. I have not found any way to manipulate this. It seems like just completely RNG dependent. this gate can be open sometimes, or it can not be here, rather. If this gate isn't here, you get lucky, you just go straight through to the right here. I like to jump on these railings, jump on this railing, then jump to the top railing, right over it, like that. Otherwise, if the gate's closed, like it is right now, you're gonna have to go along left, which is a lot slower, and it's very sad whenever it happens, which seems to be most of the time to me. I wish you more luck than I have. You do a bunch of bunny hopping along here. Ah, it's bad. You can jump up on the side here, and then up on the railing. Sort of like the other side, similar. And we go along here, go along the hedges. This is a very good area to bunny hop. Like, if you want to practice bunny hopping, this is one area I would recommend. It's pretty nice, you can get a good curl going from the hedge if you don't fail at bunny hopping horribly, like I am right now. But this is a nice, big, open area. I had some speed, but... Alright, here's a pretty big skip. You don't have to go through the barn. Get up on the white generator. Onto the phone booth. There's a bunch of ways you can do this. It doesn't matter what way you do this at all. Hi, no hat. It doesn't matter what way you do this at all. Whatever gets you consistently onto the light, just do that. But your goal here is to go from the phone booth and land on that this little lip here, right there. You can land on that little lip. Carefully you're not too far to the left or the right, because those lights sort of stick out further than the lip and you'll just fall. So you want to aim for the center of the light there. The way I do it is I kind of align sort of along the wall, I guess. Aim to the right a bit. I hold forward for just a moment to start to get some speed. Then I hold right strafe, jump, and curl my mouse to the right to carry my momentum, just like the last map and that one generator room, or maintenance room, whatever. I curl my momentum to cross the gap and land on that lip. Ooh, that was close. I almost didn't make it, but I got on it. So yeah, forward, right, jump. There we go. With a somewhat smooth curl. I missed that one. I didn't curl fast enough. There we go. So that's one way you can do it. And then when you're here, just one more jump up to there, and then you can walk onto the lights. I like to do a curl off the light onto this roof as well. You could do a straight jump, whatever. You could also do a straight jump off of here, but it's harder to time. See, I missed it. Because you have to get a pretty good amount of speed built up, and it's very easy to go forward too much and slip off the phone booth before, or the payphone before you jump. See, the straight jump, I don't recommend trying to straight jump. I would highly recommend trying to find some method of curling that you feel comfortable with, because the straight jump here is, it's tighter. Like, you could also just do a right curl, like you could probably aim backwards and right curl backwards like that, just whatever works. But this is the way I've been comfortable with. As you can see, I get it so often. There we go. To the roof. There is an alternate way. I guess I might as well show the alternate way now. This is the way you do it in the newest version of the game, because they clipped the light in the newest version, but you can do it in this version if you really don't want to curl, because I would say this is easier. You have to have commons, though. This is a common jump. You want to get on the payphone. On the left edge here of the payphone, sort of at the corner, somewhere around here. Yeah, somewhere around here, at the left edge of the payphone. I say left edge because you don't want to hit your head on the roof. You want to make sure you're clearing the roof like that. Get some commons. Hopefully... Ooh, nice clown. Hold crouch, keep jumping. As soon as one climbs up the phone booth, you're probably going to get it. And then you could just, like, strafe right, you can curl right, get up on the roof. Like, I guess the curling's easier when you get used to it, but this common jump is actually pretty easy, so you could try it that way too, but you're gonna have to have commons following you.
You guys hear me?
And then over here, this is normal. There is, if a tank spawns and he's bearing down on you when you start this crescendo, which that's going to happen a lot, you're going to have to get used to a tank here. There can be very bad tanks, and there can be tanks that you're able to deal with. But this is going to be important to know. Activate that thing. Get up here. There's a common jump into a spot where the tank can't path to you. Get on this pipe. Again, make sure you're not hitting your head here. So be to the right a little bit. That wasn't enough. Be to the right a little bit to clear that. Get some special, or not specials, get some commons. Come on, guys, wake up. Come on. Stand on this pipe. Whoa, my god. Gee, wow. That was, I'm on expert still. I could die if they hit me. That was, that was a lot. That was not the jump I was expecting to get. Oh my god. I went flying out to the side. You usually go straight up in the air. Jesus. Okay, let me try that again. Yeah, it can be a little finicky in this spot. I've flown backwards before, but not forwards. That was weird. Alright, I better turn God mode back on too, so I don't die. That was really close. Alright. Let's try it again. Yeah, I was at 7 health. That was really close. Ah. There we go. Okay, now I'm up here. They can't get to you. You can see they're just standing around, flailing their arms. The tank, every time the tank, no matter where he is, he will come to you, and he will collect right underneath you. I guess let me spawn a tank, show it. Like, a lot of times he'll be in that area and climb over the railing. I might as well spawn a tank and show it. He'll be throwing rocks, just try to avoid those. Or he'll get stuck on a tree. Okay, that doesn't usually happen. Come on, tank. Oh, there we go. Nope, now he's stuck. Huh, that's weird. It might be because I spawned him when I'm already up here. That's not usually how that goes. Let's spawn him a little more to the side. Maybe that'll help. Good enough, I guess? Come on. Alright, the tank is very confused if I spawn him while I'm up here, but I'll just spawn him down here then. So, he'll path to you and do that. He'll just stay there, and you can shoot him freely now, safely, no problem. I highly recommend having a shotgun. You'll take him down pretty quickly when you're on easy. And then, as soon as you take care of the tank, jump back down, because while you're up here, if you stay up here, specials like to get confused and collect just on the other side of the gate there that opens, and especially like to the left around the corner. Hunters and stuff and chargers, they like to just sit there because they can't pass you up here. That's bad. When you go through, you're gonna be in trouble. So I actually jump down and let things path to me so that the specials move around and aren't so stealth modey around the corner. Sometimes they'll come to you, like a charger will sometimes charge down there and you can kill them, or Hunter will try to jump at you and miss and land down there. They'll also climb up the ladder, be careful. But you just don't want them to be on the other side of the gate. And ideally, in map 1 you'll pick up a bile, carry it all the way here. Oh, let me actually start the gate and tell you when I usually go for the gate, when I can tell it's about to open. So, you'll usually, or hopefully you'll have a bile for map 1. Biles only spawn in map 1, not the other maps, ever. You want to have a bile when this gate's going to be opening soon. Take the bile out, throw it over that way to get the commons out of your way. It helps a lot. If you don't have a bile, you could have a pipe and throw it a little bit later along your run. Alright, see the gate opening? Gate's opening. There's like 2 spikes left in the gate and 1 spike left. When you can't see the gate anymore behind the wall, it's usually when I come over here. It's about when I come over here and get ready to go through it. No, AGDQ submissions aren't open yet. That's probably going to be another couple months before they open them. So just be careful where you throw the bile. It does matter. You want to throw the bile into pathable space, like anywhere along this ground where zombies are able to path to, because then they'll actually go to the bile and collect at it. If you throw the bile up on a roof in a weird spot, anywhere in a tree or something weird like that, they'll just stand around and wave their arms like they were when I was standing up in this spot, and then they'll be down here, all in your way, waving their arms. That's bad. You want to make sure you throw it. I usually just throw it sort of at a low angle over that railing, just so it lands like over there. That's fine. So they actually go to it. Like, don't throw it up on the roof here or something. Careful where you throw that. And they'll be all out of your way. If you don't have a bile, you have a pipe. Try to have some commons collected behind you by the time you jump down here. You know, so they take up the spawns. I kind of melee behind me, try to keep them back there. So there's a less in your way here. You're still gonna have to kill a bunch. By the time you get around here somewhere, you could just throw a pipe towards that corner, so they collect there for a little while you jump over this fence, make your way to the safe room. If you don't even have a pipe, I guess have an adrenaline maybe? That would help a lot too. I'd rather use it in next map, but if you really have to, use it here to not get caught, do it.
You guys hear me?
And you could also try a melee weapon, just basically try not to get caught up, and hope that you have a bile as top priority. Alright, I'm gonna change level into the next map so that I can have bots and show. For a solo run, main campaign solo run, this is one of the biggest tricks that you can do. No webcam today, now I'm just doing a tutorial. Wow, that's a really good bot spawn. Okay, so when you activate the finale, the game, the whole area back here, behind the door that closes, which I'll show once I get into the finale, it removes all of the entities, which an entity is like the bots. It would be common infected, special infected, other players that are walking around. It removes them from the game. It kicks them from the server completely. The spot where that happens starts past the silver rack. It actually doesn't kick them anywhere back here, so be careful. What you want to do... Come on, bots. Come on. So what you want to do... Why'd the door close again? Is down the bots. Anywhere in this area. Anywhere along here is fine. In the safe room is fine. Hopefully you'll get lucky. They'll spawn somewhere out here. Down them. Do not kill them. Keep them at high health. Be careful. Don't kill them. They have to be alive when you start the finale. Down them. Come on, Rochelle. If you down them behind the shelf, they will not be kicked from the server if you down them in this area. It has to be past the, this line. Like that. Past that line. Anywhere past that line. So they're downed. Go along here. Get to the finale. There's a tiny optimization here. Instead of going like up and around to hit the panel like this, you can walk along it here. Jump and spam E to hit it. It takes a little bit for this to activate. You have some time to grab a weapon. You don't need to be too fast. Now watch the bots when I start this. And they're gone. It just kicked them from the server. And that door I came through here, this door closes and then it kicks everything in that area. So the bots are now gone permanently. They will not come back through voting for new campaigns and everything. So I might as well explain now the order. You want to do Dark Carnival first for main campaigns so you can kick the bots like this, so you don't have to deal with them in Dead Center and Hard Rain, Swamp Fever, Parish. Highly recommend doing this campaign first. The maps are generally kind of hard anyway, so that works out. Hi, Sinan Baby Ram. Welcome. So yeah, this campaign should be first. Even just for the reason of getting those bots kicked like that. I guess I'll explain the... I'm going to turn the director back on. Let me reset the map. And once they're kicked, by the way, if you die, they'll still be kicked when the map restarts. They will not come back. It's very nice. Okay. Turn God mode back on. I'm turning the director back on so it'll spawn zombies now. Okay, let me just go this way. So there is a Jesus spot. Basically, it's a spot. Well, I'll explain it once a minute. So jump along here, spam your use key to hit that. By the way, pick up a pipe. If there's a pipe or a Molotov, pick it up. Throw it. You want to kill all of these stragglers that are coming towards you. Make sure the area is clear. From there, quickly this way. Up the staircase. Jump over the railing. Right here. This is the Jesus spot. I'm safe now. Oh, by the way, I have a ranged weapon, don't have a shotgun. I shouldn't have a shotgun right now. Very important to have a ranged weapon. Never have a shotgun here. You'll be in trouble if a special tries to get you. So basically this spot, they can't path to you. Hi, Boomer. They can't path to you in this spot. Oh, hello. I'm on expert, he grabbed me right away. They can't path to you in this spot, so the commons are spawning out of sight in various places around the map. Wave their arms around, and then the game removes them for safety, so you don't get stuck in the finale. That counts as killing them, so it's cycling right now. Horde spawns, hangs around for a few seconds, disappears. A horde spawns, hangs around for a few seconds, disappears. Tank spawns. Tank can't get to you either. And he will die. He's dead by now. So the tank can't path to you either and dies. All the finales cycle like that. It's 2 horde spawns, tank, 2 horde spawns, tank, rescue vehicle. So as long as you sit here and they can't path to you, you're good to go. If you go a little too far to the side, like I usually just go to the center of this section of the railing here. Like around there. And I stick out a bit. I think you can be against the wall safely. Oh, by the way, yeah, they might spawn down there and path to you. Commons. If you hear them, just look down and kill them. Hi, Smoker. If you hear them, just look down and shoot them. That happens occasionally, no big deal. They can also, up there on the roof, sometimes they'll stagger into view and then not get removed because you can see them. You'll have to kill them over there as well, at that roof. So just keep an eye on those spots. You want to kill the commons as fast as you can, because the tank waits for the commons to die, the 2 cycles of horde spawns to die before he spawns, so that's why I threw the pipe at the beginning. You don't want any stragglers holding up the horde. You want to kill them as quickly as you can. And then, yeah, let's see, this second tank is about to come. You don't have to be in the exact center, no. You can be a little to the sides. Don't go too much to the sides, so I don't know exactly where it works, but if you're too much to the sides, they'll start pathing, so just aim for the center to be safe. It's fine. And you don't have to be this far out, really. You can be in a little more. Alright, tank. So there, this god spot can fit 4 people, actually, but it's really hard to shove them in. We've done it before. Oh, that tank right there. See that tank? There you go. There's a very, very small chance a tank will spawn there. And he can path to you when he spawns there. You have to jump down and kill him. If you get really unlucky, he won't disappear. So just pray that doesn't happen, because there's a chance it could. I've also seen him approach from that angle. If he spawns, like where that jockey just came from, I've seen him spawn around that window. I've seen him spawn around that window and path successfully from here as well, but usually, let me let this Boomer and Bile whirl. Usually the tank spawns like on this roof, he'll disappear, he'll spawn like in the bath, I think in the left room here he'll disappear. Usually he'll disappear. Oh, nice jockey. Also another tip, when you're standing in the Jesus spot, you can wait. After the second tank dies, keep waiting. Keep sitting in here. God damn it. Let me turn director back on. Second, let me let this run out. Okay, so when the second tank dies and the rescue vehicle starts coming, keep sitting in here. Wait until the helicopter flies past the center of the stage. Nice tank. Just to make sure that they can't path to you. That just kind of delays the horde and the rescue vehicle, the last section, and the tank from getting to you while you're trying to go towards the helicopter. About when it passes halfway, I get out of the spot and start going towards the helicopter. And then you're good. Oh, there's Dark Carnival. Okay. Do Swamp Fever next. Kick the butts. Oh yeah, by the way, the bots came back because I used change level on the server to change the map. For some reason that adds the bots back. I don't know why. If I voted for this campaign instead, they would still be kicked from the server from Dark Carnival. I probably should have just done that, but it doesn't matter.
You shot the pilot. Well, he wasn't
just
doing
kick
a
them
very
manually.
good job once he became a zombie, now was he?
That's true.
Alright. Oh, and thank you, Override. Great reaction time. Alright, so this is normal. Fairly normal. Jump over the fence here. Go through this house. There's a couple of spawns in here, so I like to go through and look. And did I warn these people about the jockeys? Yeah, beware of jockeys, by the way. They're a nightmare in solo. That's, PSA from Turtle Robot. So you just go through the house, like that, through this door, front door. Cut through here. This is very easy in the old version of the game.
We gotta get that boat over here.
By the way, when you activate this, you don't have to keep hitting E. All you have to do is hit E on it once, and you can walk away as it starts. You don't have to stay here. So don't worry about it. You just hit that and walk away,
If you aren't
and it's
ready, I don't
activated.
wanna hear it.
Wow, that's a really lucky adrenaline. Oh my god. Oh, on the way to that generator, I do cut through this house. Just there can be something in that corner. I kind of jump and look. And adrenaline is really good for next map. So if you can find one, that'd be great. But if not, just activate that thing. Come over here. Get between these piers. This is another Jesus spot. They can't path to you here. Specials won't come to get you or anything. You could just sit in here for a while. Hi, Lollipop. So yeah, just sit in here and wait for that to come, and you're good. In my future video for an all campaigns run where you do this on newest, this spot is blocked. That's gonna be fun to explain how to hold out. Oh boy, that's for next video. Oh, okay, so sir, good night. All right, so yeah, that's simple. You just sitting there until like I might as well, since it's almost here. Just keep sitting in here. Go down like towards the water, down a little further. You'd be fine right here. Maybe across from this gap. It's fine. You could be forward a bit more and you're still fine. When the elevator's like when the thing's like there, make sure you're here by the time that opens. You can push up against the gates when they open too and activate it. Okay, so Source says good luck to the future runners that are watching this video right now. Let's cut through here diagonally. I like to go this way. There are a couple of different paths you can take. The one path is only faster if you're good at bunny hopping in water, though. I even take this path because it's not really slower. You can go along this way. You see, I just sort of hug the edge of the water here from this pier. So I'm not slowed down, but I'm cutting the corner. You can shoot these railings, so you can just jump that corner up here. And you can jump a couple of corners here, whatever, up to this point. The alternate way is you can go like you can go along the left there or this pier, either way. You can get on this log, and then you can cut straight through the water here. This is why you need to be bunny hopping though, because if you're slow in the water, it pretty much evens out with the time going along the left, and it's more dangerous because you could get specials or commons down here, and if commons hit you, you stop in water. That's really bad. But otherwise you'd like do bunny hops. Wow, I just got all the bunny hops. Okay, that was really good. That's ideal. That's faster if you do it that way, but that's not easy. That is not easy. I lost speed there. I missed the third one, I think it was. So you cut through there. If you're okay with your bunny hops, and then get to this ladder. You can jump onto the ladder, just make it a little bit faster. And then climb up here and you've met up with the other path. By the way, really quick, another advantage, going along the left here and then up the staircase. There's a decent chance you can get an adrenaline. There's a few spawns up here, like this table, back in the corner over there. It'd be nice to get an adrenaline. For next map, that's actually helps a lot. Saves a lot of time. No turtle, I don't think I am. These hops are too good. You go this way. Now, I'll just show, like, there's like a 99% chance you're gonna have to do this path. I'll show this one first. Drop to the right here. Wow, another adrenaline there. Oh my god, in a run, I would be taking this adrenaline I have on me and grabbing that one and running through the water here. but you don't usually get that lucky. So along the boards here, you can jump the corner, kinda, sorta. You go along here and then jump through the water, get some bunny hops through the water, through the other water, and into the safe room. Alternate path, if you get super lucky and you already have an adrenaline and one spawns on the table here, or you jump and you see one spawn down there near that axe somewhere, you could take an adrenaline here, grab the extra, wherever it was, and just go this way. I think this is a little bit faster with adrenaline. It's not faster without it, though. Go to the right side. You're going to be taking the right side probably every time, because 2 adrenalines are very rare. And we're in the end. Level 2.
Way too close.
Welcome, Kato. Alright, so first, the way you go here without adrenaline, which chances are okay that you're not going to have adrenaline, you'll probably go this way. Take an immediate right out of the safe room. There's going to be some zombies here. If you happen to have a pipe or something, I'd recommend you throw it here to the left in the water, or I guess to the right against the bushes is fine. To get them out of the way, because this area can be saturated sometimes. You'd be going along here, dealing with commons. So many commons. Keep going along the left. To the left of these rocks. There's like a mountain here. You go to the left of this mountain. I'm still on dry ground. I'm at the edge of the water. Jump to this tree, and then from the tree to the boat. Like that. I'm going to do the whole path without talking and looking around. So along here. Go to the right of this tree, because it's the left side's in the water. Left of the rocks.
Anybody here?
And I got caught on something weird there. And then tree. Boat. And you could probably see why I recommend having an adrenaline if you can get one.
Grabbing a shot.
Because then you just take it as you're, like, as soon as you load in, take the adrenaline as you're opening the door. And then just go forward. You just go straight. It's so much faster this way. So much faster. Adrenaline is great there. Now, I will go over adrenaline spawns in this map because it is extremely important in this map, more than any other map, I believe, to have adrenaline here. So, there can be an adrenaline on the guy. It's actually pretty rare, I think. He usually has a pill. Chances are you won't find one here, but there is a chance. I've seen it before. Maybe in the newest version, honestly. The old version, he might not have one. I'm not sure of the game. You can check the left house. There's one in there. There can be a few in here. I've seen like 3 on the bench here before. You can grab one in there. On the pier here, there's one here. Now, if you see it like from a distance, if you can spot any on the pier, I would recommend not going into the house, because it takes time to go in here, grab it, and come back out. The pier is right along the way, so it's better to just stick with the pier. Always take adrenaline on this map and pick up the extra as you come across them. Make sure you have one in your inventory at all times. Unless you're like really caught by commons and you have to take it, but try to keep one in your inventory. There can be one right... Oh, I missed a spot, sorry. The left shed here, there can be one next to this grenade launcher. Like between the grenade launcher and the axe. It's kind of out of the way, but I think it might be worth it. High rakeage. There can be one here, next to the clothes on the ground. There can be one here where about where the pill is. And the nicest one is right here in the center here at the back of the plane.
Heyo!
I think it's a safe bet to say an alarm will sound
So
when we open
then
this
activate
door.
that. I highly recommend taking an adrenaline once you're out here, or you'll already have it going from taking one in the plane, hopefully, if you get a lucky spawn in there, in the plane of adrenaline. Use the adrenaline through this water. There can be 2 spawns on the pier. I got one. They're right next to each other, usually. Going along here, now there are spawns in the left house, but I don't like to check the left house myself. It takes too long to look in here, like, this one's way out of the way. I mean, it's possible, but I wouldn't really recommend coming up here. Usually I just keep going. And check to the right. Yep, there's one there. So I would take an adrenaline, grab that. Unless I don't have one, then just keep it in your inventory, don't use it yet. So from here you can just go, jump off the hill, or if you're approaching from here, pretty much same thing. Hi, Waffle. And go this way. Then in the house on the right, There's 2 spawns here. Didn't get adrenaline this time. You can kind of like, if you come over here a bit, you can see the highlights once you get over here somewhere. I kind of jump and look for a really thin blue highlight. That'll be adrenaline. I try not to go all the way over there because it's slow. It's possible, yeah, Nisho, actually, let me rewind for a second. No, you brought that up. And yeah, if you want to speedrun this, seriously, definitely use an old version. I'd recommend. The loads are faster and stuff. If you're serious and you want to have somebody send it to you like me, and use it. I mean, you can start learning on newest, it's okay, but if you're going to run seriously, you're going to be using oldest eventually. It is possible to get over the plane, but it's hard, so I don't do it. I don't even remember the spot exactly. It's from this rock, I believe. You can get on top of the plane if you, like, jump just right up against it. This is really hard, though. I probably wouldn't recommend doing it. Maybe in the individual Swamp Fever runs, but it's still... I still didn't do it because, God, this jump is... You gotta be really accurate and get just the right spot to get up on the plane. But it is possible. And then you could just go on the other side. It's not even really faster, though, honestly. I don't know if that's worth it, but it's there to consider anyway. So, okay, we covered that spot. We were up to the broken house here. Jump from a distance, try to find a thin blue adrenaline line. Alright. This is what you keep. Always keep 1 adrenaline in your inventory for this spot. You use it here. I usually, once I get to the end of the water, I jump for a little extra distance before I hit the water and take it as I jump. Or around there somewhere. If you're lucky, I like to enter the left door, look on this table. Hopefully you'll find an adrenaline here somewhere. Like you see there's a pill that could have been an adrenaline. If there's not, which chances aren't too great, you'll find one there. You can glance to the right. It could be on the table there or on the counter here. If you find another adrenaline, get it. Absolutely get it. Try to be quick about it though, so that your current adrenaline doesn't wear off by the time you get to the end here. And then that's the end of that map. But hopefully you'll have one going into next level.
That was a close one.
Level 3. Boy, there's a lot more explaining than I thought it would be. Good, I'm getting it all documented though. Alright, you can go through the window here of this house. Jump from a distance. If you jump from the right distance, you can get straight through the window. It's the jump's kinda awkward. I still don't get it myself. Every time, like it's... Usually you'll hit your head up there and then just kind of fall into the window, which is fine. Just hold crouch to get through. There are 3 spawns for adrenaline in here in case you're not entering this map with one. Basically where these 3 items are. 2 Molotovs and the pill. If it spawns on the table on the left there, which it does sort of often, you can like jump on the bed and grab it on your way by here. No problem, Lollipop. Hopefully you and a lot of other people this will help. So hopefully you have an adrenaline. I'm gonna just give myself one and assume you do, because that's by far the fastest way. So go along here, don't take it yet. There's usually, wow, no propane tank again, huh? There's usually a propane tank right there. I shoot that to try to kind of blast stuff out of the way, especially that wheelbarrow. It didn't spawn this time, sometimes it doesn't spawn, I don't know why. But I put a couple shots in there to blow it up, just in case it's there. And then you can jump to this boat, and off the boat, wow, I missed the jump. Jump to the boat, off the boat. Try to land as close to that dry ground as you can. Now, the other day I was trying this. There is a skip here. I don't actually do this. I find this kind of difficult compared to the other skip, and this only saves a few seconds. I'll show you the one I usually do in a second, but you can get on this barrel and then jump at the edge of the barrel to the corner of this house and go right over the house here into this area. It's kind of tricky though, but options there if you want to practice it. Yeah, see, I fell short. You have to jump right at the edge of the barrel or you don't get enough distance. You got to get to the lowest corner of the roof there to make it. I'm not even getting it now. Alright, so normally, and this is only a few seconds slower again, you go this way, 2 jumps, one here, one on the railing. Now you can get up on this roof. You can jump on this this slanty plank. You see how it kind of slants down like that? You want to aim for a lower part of the plank, somewhere along there. You're going to jump off of the railing, aiming right around there. You can get on this part of the railing, and then kind of holding up against the house, just jump like that. I also curl my mouse to the left a bit once I'm over the right section of the wood. So let me do that quickly. Jump, jump. Oh, right. First, if you jump before you get to the railing, like, and you are carrying your forward momentum, you can easily slip right off. I usually walk forward until I stop up against it, jump on it, and I keep holding forward. I jump, 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 like that. So, doing that quickly. Ooh, that second jump was too early, whoops. And make sure you have a little bit of forward speed coming off of this this bit of railing so that you can land further along this plank where it's at its lowest point. So that's low enough for you to get on top of it. So jump, jump, jump. And yeah, one more jump off of that onto this roof. You could also do a method over here that a friend does, but I don't like this method from the right here. You would jump and do like a left curl onto the plank. It's hard though. I'm not even gonna try it again. This method is like the same time. Okay. Here's where the adrenaline comes in play. You want to go diagonally this way between the trees. All the way to the edge of the water here. Take the adrenaline here. Run, keep running diagonally all the way through the water. I kind of jump up here across that. Here's the lever for the crescendo. You need to hit that. Keep going along to this rock. To the left of this big tree, there's a rock. You jump on the rock. And then there's a little clip. I think, yeah, you can see that. See the purple? Jump on the rock and then over that purple clip right there to the other side. Now the reason why you want to hit the crescendo, for some reason, there's another clip before you hit that lever there that lowers that plank for the crescendo. There's another clip on top of this purple clip. You can't get over here until you hit that lever first, and then it's just this little clip that you jump over. So you have to get over there and hit that first. That's the adrenaline path. If you don't have adrenaline, it's unfortunate, but where am I? I'm lost. There we go. Okay. If you don't have adrenaline, you just gotta kind of go around, which is quite a bit slower. So definitely try to have adrenaline coming into this level so you can use it here. Otherwise, you have to go this way along those planks. You can cut the corner here at this tree a little bit. Try some bunny hops in this water if you can get them. I missed it. And then I usually go wide here. It's just kind of safer. And you hit the lever from here, and then drop down to the water and go back to the rock. How do you load in those skybox walls? Oh, the clip. It's R_draw clip brushes. 1 is wireframe. They'll look like a wireframe. 2 draws them as a solid, so you can see them like this. This is R_draw clip brushes 2, and then off. You have to have cheats on to use that command. So over the rock. Go along the left here, up this slanty, planky bit. Along the side of the house, do a jump here, clear the water. There's a few ways here, they're all pretty much equal time. You can do whatever you feel comfortable with. I go to the right, around this tree, this way. Do a jump across that water, and then just forward, past them, like that. You can also be like to the left here, you can jump on this log, you can try to jump over these and through the water, whatever works for you. And then you can go along here, and pretty self-explanatory from there. Sometimes a tank will spawn at the ends of the area here. If a tank spawns like in that area and he's coming towards you right now, you can kind of go over here, get him the path this way, and then kite him around to the left, or vice versa. I've had to do that before. Okay, so up on the staircase, you can cut the corner here. Just do like a jump, tap, crouch. And you're done. We're at the finale. Oh god, this finale is gonna be a pain. Oh boy.
Anybody hear me?
Here we go with the finale. Alright.
You guys hear me?
Go straight forward here. There's a hedge coming up. I'm gonna jump over it. Jump over this hedge. Fall down. Jump over the next hedge. Fall down. Just cut straight through the center. Nice little optimization there instead of having to go around and waste movement to the side. Nice blinding sun. So blah blah blah, go this way. This isn't anything special. You can jump over the fence here. There's a little lower part in the ground. I kind of like to go up against the fence before I jump because the ground dips down. And if you jump early, you won't make it over. So just go closer to the fence first. You're always going to have two specials here. Sometimes, depending on how fast you are, they might spawn like to the right in that area or over there. If you're fast enough, they'll spawn usually around the corner here or over to the right there somewhere, maybe even up the ladder. It all depends on how fast you are to this area, but you're always going to have two specials, so be very careful, depending on what they are. Okay. Oh, yeah, when you pass by here, pick up something. Bile's good enough. You really want a pipe, though. If you carry a pipe into the level, that's even better, so you don't have to worry about picking it up here, but in case you don't have a throwable, you want to get a pipe as top priority, absolute top priority. A bile if it's not there, which is kind of okay. You can go through the rock on newest on the last level. Yeah, nothing changed there. So grab the throwable, come this way. So after you activate this, there's a Jesus spot coming up, the hardest one in any of the runs, I would say. You activate that, you can kind of like walk up this tree, get on the hedge, jump and crouch, get up here, jump across this gap, kind of go through this bush, jump here, and right now I can't go forward. I'm like I'm stuck at a clip or something. Does this even? It doesn't show a clip. I don't know what I'm stuck against, but you can kind of be stuck in here. Oh, I'm floating. Whoa, I'm floating when I hold forward. I'm like walking up the clip, huh? Didn't know it did that. So just jump crouch up to here. Very carefully, don't slip here. You can, I sort of hold forward and look to the right against the tree to make sure I don't fall. Okay, I had a strafe there, I was kind of stuck. Alright, you want to be here on the side of the hedge without falling off. Let me see, it's the edge, like just find the edge of that hedge. You'll have to get the feel for this. But get fairly close to the hedge. Like there's a little, I'm bumping up. When I hold left strafe here, I'm sort of bumping up on higher onto the hedge. Oh yeah, it's the red clip actually. Yeah, there you go. Be to the side of this red clip. A little bit lower. Okay. Now, what we're going to do, when you're standing here, commons will collect below you and they usually can't jump up towards you, so we're going to wait until some commons collect underneath us, like definitely at least 5. The more the merrier, but you don't want to be waiting too long for them to collect under you. As soon as there's enough, I'm going to jump and kind of go to the left a bit. Not too much, just strafe left a little bit. That'll sort of release the commons so they start to climb up on the hedge, and then I'll keep jumping on their heads as they're climbing up. And boost to this branch here. This is not an easy trick. I've gotten better at it lately, but it still gives me some trouble. So, let's see. We gotta get their attention. Try to get a bunch collected underneath us. So you can see how they're stuck under there, they're not climbing. If I go to the left, see if I go to the left a little bit, they start climbing, and then they'll die because they're running into my feet. And standing on commons kills them. So you want to make sure they don't jump and kill themselves like that. Which is why I'm strafed more to the right. To the point where they can't climb. So let's collect all these under us. Come on. Alright. Oh, that one climbed, but... Alright, so jump, go left a little bit. Oh, that was bad. Yeah, it still takes some doing. Hopefully it won't take me too long to get this. Come on, guys. That one, they might climb there sometimes, just melee them or shoot them if they're there. Okay, keep jumping, keep jumping. There you go. Usually the first jump doesn't make it. The second jump, the zombies will be climbed higher than the first jump, and that'll give you a little extra height to get up here. And just hold forward and get on here. So that was pretty good. I'm in the Jesus spot right now. It's safest to be like up against the fork in the tree here. But you can back up a bit, and you're still in the Jesus spot. I think if you come out too much, it stops working. I don't know exactly where the line is, but try not to stick out too much. As soon as you get up here, throw the pipe. You want to kill all the stragglers as fast as you can. In fact, I recommend shooting them before the pipe even blows up, so they die even faster. This is also what the bile is for. Throw it right away, and keep killing everything that comes to the bile as fast as you possibly can. The goal is to just kill them as fast as you can. And then you'll be good up here. A smoker sometimes comes from the roof over there, and paths this way. I recommend in the safe room grabbing a sniper rifle of some kind or an M16, something ranged. A sniper with a scope would be the best, honestly, to be safe, just in case a smoker approaches from that angle, past the bushes, because he can get you in here. You're gonna want to kill him. Usually your back will be all right, and the specials like to collect underneath you too. If you hear like a boomer or a spitter or something, just leave them alive, so it's safer when you have to drop down to go to the exit. Common spawns, sometimes the groups will spawn behind these fences, like there, somewhere along there and there. It's basically this whole wide corner. They could potentially spawn. If they do that,
You guys hear me?
if they spawn behind there, you can actually shoot through the fence and kill them quicker than they'll disappear. If you don't, they'll disappear anyway, but it's a little bit faster if you kill them yourself as soon as they spawn. Just keep that in mind if you can manage to like listen and pinpoint where they are and then shoot them. There's a rare chance that a tank will spawn around there on the other side of the fence. He'll climb over and path underneath to you. He will not disappear if he paths to you. If you see him climb that fence and get over it, shoot him immediately. You will have to kill him with your bullets the old-fashioned way. So just be careful. Make sure a tank doesn't approach from there. If a tank spawns on the left, he'll ride up against the wall there and die, so don't worry about that. It's just, I've only noticed this one spot where he will path to you. Welcome back, Queso. Do the stragglers affect the finale somehow? The common stragglers, they do. They count towards the cap of the amount of commons that can be out. So if there's a lot of stragglers, it'll hold up the horde in the finale. And the horde holds up the tank from spawning, so they kind of push everything back into the queue, if that makes sense. So yeah, you want to kill as many as you can, as fast as you can. And then that's it, just jump down. When you hear after the second tank dies, when you hear the horde call go, "Rah!" like they're coming, that's when you can jump down. It'll be a little bit more until the gate breaks. That's usually my my mark. I listen for the horde call. And then you can just break this if you want. Go forward. Try to get some bunny hops in the water. Alright, Song Fever's done. 2 left. C4. So, we got hard rain.
What are we supposed to signal him with?
Alright.
Anybody hear me?
So, I don't think... There's not really much I could say about this. I would recommend, I guess, I would recommend grabbing a Bile. It's useful on the next map in case things go wrong at one of the tricks. You can grab a Bile here as a backup for the future. So I kind of get that for safety. In the individual run, you probably shouldn't get this Bile because it just wastes time. But in like a main campaigns run, you should get that Bile. And definitely for an all campaigns run, you should get the Bile. If you look kind of up, if you look up far enough, the shotgun stays highlighted most of the time here, so you can just like walk by, look up. Oops, I was too far left. Walk by here, look up, grab, and it'll get the shotgun. If you like the shotgun, I guess, unless you want the hunting rifle or something. But shotgun's nice. Simple enough here. You can do the fast climb on this ladder. Tiny optimization.
Hello?
Carefully, don't hit your head on the tree branch. I like to go more to the left along here. Jump onto this truck roof, and then off the truck roof over the fence. It doesn't really save much though, but it's easy to do, so might as well. Go here, go along the right, under here. Check the ambulance. This is very important. Don't get an adrenaline if it spawns. You're going to leave this for your return trip. So 1 adrenaline, that's good. Sometimes there's 2. That's rare, but you, if you're lucky, you'll get at least the 1. So just leave that there. Try to remember where it is, too, on the left or right. And make sure you remember it's there. Go along this way. There's nothing special here. It's just straight,
There's a safe room up there.
straight to the safe room. Let's go next map.
Well, that was unpleasant. Anybody hear me?
Observe what you have spawned in here as well. You're going to want at least 1 adrenaline. 2 would be nice. I got 1, so I would remember that I have 1 on the left table. You could also grab like a auto shotgun or something if you want. Go out the left window here. This window, the windowsill's pretty high. You have to jump. You have to jump to clear it. Look out here.
The road's blocked.
This one is not quite as high. You don't have to jump. Just keep walking.
I hear a witch. Everybody lights on.
We go around this way. This is normal. You could check the table for adrenaline. Path through here. Normal, normal. Going this way, I like to check to the right, see what's in there. Again, see if there's any adrenaline. This is all about adrenaline checking. Alright, you can't do this on the newest Steam version. This is an old version only. It's clipped on newest.
Hello.
Jump up on this little ledge. Jump up to this wall, and then to the pipe. Be careful. If you're, say, here, and I try to go forward and jump, see, I slipped into this gap, and now I'm, like, sliding. You see my inputs, I'm not holding anything, I'm just kind of sliding in here. There's no recovering. If you fall in here, you have to go back to the left and jump up again. So try to be a little bit further back on this wall, just so you can get enough speed to jump to the pipe safely, without falling in there. And you can cut the corners here. You can sort of cut the corner here, too, but it doesn't matter. You can get, if you get, like, clear your head here, go past the overhang here, don't catch your head on it. Step up on this pipe. You don't really have to do this method, I'm just showing it to be complete, but step up on this pipe, and then you can crouch jump up here, and then up to that railing where that witch is going. Whoops. That's not what I meant to. That's kind of hard, though. Really, it doesn't save much time at all. You can just go straight this way. That's an easier way to do it. And you could check any pickups on the right there. Up here. You can path along here. This is just avoid, I guess, just avoid the water. Like it's clear in the center here. You can just kind of stay along the edge of the water. I'll be showing the newest path in the future video, not this one. Hi, Trislesh, I don't, that name. Alright, so, I'll explain why soon, but as you're running through this area, by the way, like, wow, how's she, oh, it's expert, right? I forgot I'm on expert. I love that sound. Sounds disgusting. As you're walking along here, just check around, like left here, where there can be a propane tank there. If you find a propane tank, you could grab it for a fast trick coming up, which I'll explain soon. Just be careful, you might have to like throw it to shoot zombies once in a while. Oh yeah, and there's an adrenaline over there sometimes. You could go wide to get it, I don't know if it's worth it though. But look for propane tanks. Not oxygen tanks, but propane tanks. Like it could spawn there.
Up here.
And then up here at the top, there's more propane tank chances. In here, I think it can spawn in here, and it can definitely spawn over there sometimes. I got unlucky and didn't get any. There's a bunch of ways to do this.
There's the gas station through the wheat farm.
You don't need to take this elevator at all. You can drop down the side here. This is where the propane tank comes in. You can use a propane tank. The stumble, if you're in the air when something stumbles you, like explosive ammo from your own shotgun or the propane tank, when it blows up, it will stop your descent and you won't take damage. Like you'll start falling again, so if you do that near the ground, you won't take any damage. So if you grab a propane tank, get to the ledge, drop it. It drops straight down. It shouldn't have moved, it should be right below me still. I like to look I like to look backwards and like this and back off the ledge. I'm going to keep looking down, find the propane tank. When I'm almost at the ground, I'm going to shoot the propane tank and use that stumble from it being in my proximity when it blows up to stop my fall. So, back, there it is. It didn't actually work because I have God mode on, but I would have stumbled and been safe without God mode on. So just like that, just make sure you look for the highlight and just be as centered over it as you can. It's not too hard. That's one way to do it, and that's why you want to find a propane tank. That's the fastest way, I would say. Alternatively, I guess I can spawn commons down there. This is why we've got a Bile in map 1 for backup, just in case. You can throw the Bile up here. Try to kill commons in this area, by the way, on your way up, so that they spawn down there. Throw the Bile here. Anywhere in the center here, doesn't matter. Then when they're down there, you can stay on this ledge, watch them to climb, they're climbing. Drop down, land on their head. That's a lot of commons, so I'm not really falling very quickly, but you can land on their head like that to avoid falling damage too. That's a good backup. You could also potentially, if you don't have a Bile, you don't have a propane tank, it is possible to hit this elevator, and that usually wakes up the horde down there and spawns them, and you can do the same thing as with the Bile. But that's kind of dangerous. I think it spawns more specials and stuff, I don't know. It always feels dangerous when I do it that way. I prefer the Bile method, because then I can throw it on my way here too, and kind of get them running ahead of time. And the final method, which is something you should never have to do, but hey, you never know, right? Wait for it. She's climbing. That was pretty good, actually. There you go. And now you're going to want to outrun her, although I think she gets stuck up there when she climbs up. Yeah, she gets stuck at the elevator, so she can't catch up to you again. But yeah, you can use her too. It's pretty funny. So that's all the methods you can use to get down solo. And then it is a straight shot through the sugar field. Break that glass, jump through the window. And we're moving on to level 3. Yes, level 3.
Close the door. Let's get that, my friends, is how you do it.
Alright. So, totally didn't have technical difficulties with the bladder just there. That cut, it was natural. Alright, there we go. Nothing special here. You just, well, I guess might as well say a couple of little things here. There's water. Jump over the water here. There's some dry ground now. Like you can see I'm approaching here. I sort of line up with the left of these, I don't know, greenish, whitish cane things. I sort of just go along the side of them. And then the water's right in front here. Jump over it. And then there's some dry ground and then more water. You need a few jumps here, or a couple. Straight to the right a little bit to get to this pipe.
Here comes the rain.
There can be stuff in the shed, but I don't think it's really worth checking. It takes time to open the door and look. But just to note it's there. There's the elevator. Nothing to say about that. Get out of the elevator. Just drop here. Nothing much to say about this either, I guess. Drop to the roof. Jump to the roof, rather. Then jump between the light and this pipe straight towards that ladder. It's easy to get clipped on the light or the pipe, be careful. But just try to jump straight towards it and then move your view in whatever direction you feel comfortable fast climbing in. Along here. Alright, once you're here, jump to that spindly thing. I don't know what that is. Jump from the corner onto there. You can just go around the generator if you want. I like to jump on top of the white generator and then over the railing, which is barely a time saving. Half a second maybe, but I don't have a problem doing it, so I like to just do it that way, on the white thing and then over. Just like that. And you walk along the left here, drop to this pipe, walk along the pipe, jump the corners here. You can see this in my world record runs too.
You guys hear me?
I probably don't need to show that much. I drop down here. There's not a lot really in this map, I guess. Up here, there's a tiny optimization here. You drop to this pipe, and then jump over to this pipe, and then onto this broken section, and then over this railing, that way. If you happen to fall, or for whatever reason you have to be down here, let's say if you never go up at all, and you have to be down here, there's like some rubble here, that's dry ground, keep going along this way. Hopefully you'll have an adrenaline to use here or something, I guess, but you shouldn't fall down anyway, but in case you do, go this far ladder here, and climb up it, and that leads you, see that ladder is right next to the end here of the area.
There's the Ducatel sign. We're almost out of here.
Yeah, just in case, you can take that ladder as a backup. Down here, jump this corner to the opening, and then jump out of this window on top of the truck. Be careful you don't hit your head. Coming out of this window, if you hit your head, you'll land on the roof of the truck. And it's hard, if you hit like this windshield, you can't walk up it. You're kind of clipped up against it. I wonder, no, there's no clip there. You're kind of up against the windshield, and then it's hard to get on the truck. You seem kind of slipping on the windshield, so if you get on the roof, just have a running start to get up. Or if you're on the hood, have a running start to get up on the roof of the truck. Or just make sure you jump a little late in this window so you don't hit your head and you clear to the top of the truck to begin with. Onto the red thing, and then back through this window, your safe room door. Okay.
Happy New Year.
There's a few nice pathing ways to go through this level. Hopefully you'll have an adrenaline on you coming into this level, that's important, and you'll have one in the safe room. If that's the case, when you load in here, start taking your adrenaline, open the door, and then grab wherever the adrenaline is, grab an extra, and then you can go through the water here using your first adrenaline. You can go all the way along here. Okay, so what are you gonna do then? His power went out. So you go along here. If you don't have an adrenaline to use through there, because if you only like if you don't have an extra in this room, don't take an adrenaline out of this door. Keep it. Make sure you have one in your inventory when you're leaving here. You could potentially go up the ladder to avoid some commons along the roofs here. Maybe try to get a hop on the slanted part of the roof for a little speed boost like that. And then you can jump on the car. Do a hop in the water here. I just failed it. Onto this car. Down here. Alright, so from here, you can get up on this thing, up onto the fence. Jump the corner. I like to jump early and hold right strafe to sort of manipulate my momentum back to the right so I don't slip right off the fence, but whatever works for you. Jump over here. Keep traveling along here. Now we're at the ambulance. Hopefully you have an adrenaline at the ambulance. Regardless, you should absolutely have an adrenaline on you, whether there's one in the ambulance or not, so you can go this way. Up on the ambulance. Once you jump once, you don't have to jump anymore. You can just keep walking up it. You'll be taking the adrenaline around here, grabbing one in the ambulance. If there's not one, just keep going.
You guys hear me?
Let's rewind. So, if we have an extra adrenaline here, like if you have one in the ambulance, right, and you have one on you right now, this is where you use it now. Use it here. You can go along here instead of going up on the fence. Make your way to the ambulance. You'll be picking up that ambulance, the adrenaline in the ambulance, and using it.
Grabbing a shot.
Like that. I probably could have waited another moment before I used it, but you can do that. So that's two.
The playground, we're almost there.
That could be two adrenaline uses in this level, but that ambulance adrenaline is very important. If for some reason you don't have any adrenaline here, don't go the ambulance way. If you don't have any to use, go to the left. You can ride along here a bit for some extra dry ground. Go to this ladder. There's a backup no adrenaline way. Up the ladder, across these roofs. To the hedge. To this fence. Carefully don't slip. And then you can go, I kind of like to aim for the tree. It's up to where you want to go. You can aim for the tree into the playground. And then we met up with the other path now where we use adrenaline. If you don't have adrenaline usage through this area, you can go up on the staircase here, get a little speed boost on dry ground, jump off of it, and same for the car here. And then we're in the safe room. Now hopefully you get an adrenaline in the safe room and a pipe. The adrenaline's important, the pipe, not as much. But it's still very nice to get a pipe. The chance of getting an adrenaline here, on the left especially, is very high. You're very unlucky if you didn't get any there or on the right. Like I got 2 here. Way more often than not, you'll have an adrenaline in here. So, as you close the door, just take a look. Make sure you know where it is in there, so you can grab it right away. This next map. So, grab an adrenaline, get a ranged weapon. This is going to be just in case. Honestly, I'm not sure if the auto sniper or the SCAR is better DPS. I would probably get the SCAR, and either way, as long as it's a ranged weapon. Your priority would be an AK, and then an M16, and then I guess a SCAR or the military sniper. But definitely AK or M16 first. As soon as you get the weapon, switch to your adrenaline, start taking it on your way to the door as soon as you possibly can after you got that weapon. And make your way out here. There's going to be a bunch of commons. This is where a pipe comes in handy. Just throw it to clear them out. Anywhere on the ground doesn't matter. And you can go straight for the finale start there. If you didn't have a pipe, drop down here. Hope you have one on the counter, or if you can remember from the first map, if you had one, grab it. Throw it out the window. Just try to kill the stragglers. There could also be a pipe up here, like there's one here. I would probably have grabbed this and thrown it after I started the event to get the stragglers if I didn't have one at the start of this map. So start the event, drop down. Quickly pick up anything you need if you want something extra, another pipe or something just in case, or a Molotov. Could be useful for some commons if they get stuck. And then to this table. Easiest Jesus spot ever. As long as you're standing anywhere in this table, they cannot path to you. You'll be good to go. Sometimes when you're standing here, commons can spawn like right here behind these cars, and some of them might not disappear. That's why it's good to have an extra pipe to throw at those, or a Molotov, or just shoot at them with your ranged weapon. I think that's the only spot they really get caught in. They should disappear everywhere else. There's a chance a tank will spawn at the far end, like over there, and then come in towards the wall and get stuck on the wall and not disappear. That's why you have a ranged weapon, so you can shoot him as he's coming from the distance. He could also come from, I think, like over there somewhere. It's basically, if you see the tank coming out of the fog running towards you from either of these directions, he's probably not going to disappear, and you should just start shooting him. If you shoot him, he'll disappear anyway, so you might as well just start shooting him in case. And then usually when you hear the horn of the boat is about when you can start moving. Careful there's no jockeys in the back or anything. If you hear them, you can go out the front. Like if I hear a jockey in the back or something nasty, I go out the front, up the ladder, and try to wait for them to come to me. Like listen for where they are, wait for them to come up along the edges to come to me. It's also good to be up here while you wait for the boat, in case the tank spawns in the back, so that you can kind of kite him around a little bit until you see the boat coming, and then just go towards it. And I think that covers that. Yeah, I think I got everything. Okay. Parish. Hello. Recording tutorials and stuff. Alright, Parish 1. There's a hard skip here. I wouldn't recommend doing it. Saves a little bit of time, but definitely, especially not starting out, don't do it. I still don't like doing it. This isn't it, but there's a little optimization. You can get on the railing. Make sure you do the crouch trick here so you can build up speed once you're on the railing quickly. At least a couple hours, I think. I've been up right now. So yeah, get on the railing, and then you can jump the gap onto the yellow thing. is a very small optimization. It could be dangerous unless you're comfortable with it. Otherwise, just go around and you're fine. Now, the skip that sucks is here. This is an old version only skip. You have to get up on this meter thing. Zombies will be running to you. Hold crouch, back up, jump towards this wall, and keep jumping. And hope that they try to climb up on the wall and push you up. I'll see if I can...
Hello?
I'll see if I can get it, but... This skip is not easy to get them to push you up. I would not recommend trying this, but it's here in case you want to. Come on, guys. Come on. There we go. That one started climbing, so I got a boost. And they'll climb up here and keep following you, so watch your back. Then you would get on the side of the truck here where the bumper is, and then there's like a... I don't know what you stand on here. I really don't, but there's something on the side of the truck you jump on, and then to the roof of the truck. And then with some forward speed, make sure you have a little bit of forward speed so you like get pushed up from the slant onto this truck, onto the roof. You can either drop through the skylight from here, which I kind of like doing, or you can go along here, up the fire escape. Then you can like get on this railing over to this roof, across the way here. This is a long drop, be careful. Jump from further away. I like jump early from further away to land on this railing first, and then down, so you don't take damage.
Don't shoot that car.
So there's that skip. But yeah, this first common jump is really hard. I don't usually try it, but eventually, if this campaign got really, really refined, you would have to do it. It saves 5, 6, 7 seconds, something like that, I think, if you do it really well. Otherwise, you just go along here, over the car. Careful in this car. If you're to the right of the car, you tend to get stuck. So you're like, I'm stuck against the roof of the car or something. I always go along the left. You ramp up cleanly on the left. You go like over the table. This is always going to be open if you're solo and kill the bots. And through here. Yeah, nothing special going on here. Next map.
That was a close one.
Am I going to speedrun later? Not sure. Kind of would like to record all the rest of the campaigns tonight too. Okay, at the start you could grab something here. You're gonna need at least a pipe. Bile, much preferred. But you could potentially get a pipe here for backup, I guess. Just in case you don't get a bile or a pipe, like you're really unlucky. Also, if there's a shot that might be worth getting. So out of the door, you can also just walk out of the door up on this white thing, over the railing. There's usually a lot of commons all over the place here, so try to stay a little more to the right. I like to jump over the railing just to confuse them. They don't path well when you jump over objects. So along the way, you're going to be checking for throwables. Bile, very preferred. There's a spawn there. There's a spawn there, where those pills are. That's out of the way, though. I don't usually like getting that. Go through the center here. There's a spawn both behind and in front of that statue. Again, very out of the way. I don't really like going there. This is a speedrun tutorial I'm recording for any potential new people that want to get into running this game. There's a spawn up there in the gazebo, but that's way out of the way. I don't recommend going up there. I'm actually not getting anything right now. There's a spawn in that corner. There's a pipe there. I would be getting this pipe just in case I didn't find a bile, and if I didn't already have a pipe. There's a spawn here. If something spawns there, jump up on the on this police railing thing and crouch. If you crouch, you'll be just low enough to grab a throwable that's right there without having to go around. Spawn here, which is a nice one. This is one of the better spawns. It's right along the way, right behind the garbage can. Turn to the right. There can be throwables there, where that pill is. Up there, which is out of the way, near the... Oh, yep, there you go, there's a bile. There's a bile up here right now. This is really out of the way, though. I wouldn't recommend going that way. Here, in that corner, and where that pipe is. Those are all the spots. Oh, yeah, one more, right about there, next to the luggage. You can see it when you can see it like from here when you're walking by. So you usually go, oh, there's a Bile, that's the last spot you can check, and then just jump over and grab it. So hopefully you'll have a Bile. Get in here, close the door. Take your adrenaline right away as soon as you're in here, because assuming there's one on the table, you need to leave this map with an adrenaline. Just make sure there's one on the table. I guess, glance over. If there's one, take your adrenaline. Get the extra while this door is opening. And you go all along here, all along there. From over here, you can glance at this table. You can see the adrenaline through the fence. Like, there's one. I got lucky, there's one. You can take another one here as you're approaching and grab that. All the way here. Now, before I explain my setups, I guess I'll cover this trick first before I explain a setup that I have for it with the Bile, but you want to do a common jump here. Wow, another Bile. That's lucky. That's really lucky. If I hadn't gotten a Bile earlier, I would have checked here and saw a Bile and then used it. You can use common jump, get on the porta potties, and then jump over that fence, which is clipped in newest version.
Hello.
So I'll just show that first. You want the Bile to be fairly close to the porta potties, somewhere like you want it to be like somewhere in the center of that area. So anywhere where you can stand up on these newspaper things, jump off of it onto the commons and then onto the porta potty, basically.
Incoming.
So about there. And just spam space, or whatever your jump key is, get up on here and then jump straight over the fence. This is a big skip. This is another one of the biggest ones in the run, I would say. Takes a long time for the door to open otherwise. So you can do that with a pipe too. The pipe's harder. As you're approaching the area, the zombies are going to be behind you, and you need to wait with the pipe because it doesn't last very long before it blows up. So I would recommend waiting until you see at least a few zombies coming towards you. If there's just like one, maybe melee it. Hope some more come in. Once they're getting close, I kind of stand somewhere around here, aim straight down. I throw it straight down so it doesn't move anywhere. Let them collect on it and then do it that way. Bile is so much better though, because it lasts a lot longer, and I have a setup to throw the Bile from way further away so that they're already collected by the time I get there, which saves quite a bit of time. You can throw a Bile all the way from back here. Along the best setup I found, so you can look for more, but this is the best one I've found so far. Go along this green thing, about to the edge where this green whatever part of the fence ends, and then I just sort of eye this up. It's like in this gap here, I guess it's sort of to the left of the alarm. In this gap, I kind of even my crosshair out with the corner that's right there. Right about there, right in the center here. Like, you can look at that and then try to determine your own way to eye it up, I guess, but throw it from there and then get moving. Go around, and you'll see. See, that landing was pretty much where I threw the other one when I was explaining the trick the first time. That was a good throw. So if you do it from all the way back there, they'll either be here already. When you get here, you could just jump and keep going and jump off them, or they'll be close and starting to collect by the time you get here. The setup's very nice. Highly recommend getting a Bile and doing that. And then, wow, another Bile here. There's actually a lot of Bile.
Keep running.
And then you can do a lot of bunny hopping here. I don't need to show that, though. That's the end of that map.
That, my friends, is how you do it.
Yeah, I think my game's running at like 300 FPS right now. This isn't very demanding. Laptops, though, aren't the best for gaming. Alright, so make sure, no matter what, in the last map, have an adrenaline. Carry an adrenaline into this map. Never use your adrenaline in the last map. You have to have one here, you're going to lose a lot of time. So out here, I like to I hug the left out here. It's a little safer. Not as many commons in the way. This way. You want to be meleeing them if they're not directly in your way, so they stay collected behind you through this area. You might need to shoot some here. There's usually some at the corner right there. Just shoot them. Get on the bumper of this van. Hopefully you'll have commons coming in right behind you. Hold crouch and back, and there you go. Just keep jumping and you get right on top of the van. This saves 7-8 seconds from going all the way around, somewhere around there, and it's not hard with using a common jump. Whoops. You can do it without a common jump, but it's pretty hard. Like, you would have to aim along the truck, go forward and hold left strafe, jump, and curl into the slanty part of the van, which will push you up onto the van. Oh wow, I got it first try. Hold crouch as well, after you jump. This is not... wow, 2 times. Okay, I swear, this isn't easy. This is... there, I finally missed it. This is a deceptively hard trick to do. I'd recommend just using the common jump. It's a lot safer. You can throw something to kill the commons behind you, but I can't get this to work very effectively myself. Like, you need the commons to die so that once you get here you can do another trick. Chances are you might not have any commons in this area, so you're gonna have to just skip the trick. But if you manage to kill them in the back and a horde doesn't spawn and keep them stuck behind you, so let's say you have some commons here. I wish I could manipulate the commons better, but I don't get this trick very often because there's not usually a lot in the area. But you tuck into the corner here on this white barricade. You don't even need the whole crouch here, really. You could, I guess, but just hold back. This is one of the easier jumps. Hold back and get up here. This is clipped in newest, by the way. I think I missed a couple of tricks saying that it's clipped in newest in the first 2 campaigns. I'm not sure. Here's where you use the adrenaline. This is why you need adrenaline. Take it before you drop. There's some commons here sometimes. Make sure your gun's out by the time you drop in the water so you can shoot them if you need to. Imagine how slow that is without adrenaline. Yeah, make sure you have adrenaline. Can't stress that enough. Let me see. I guess...
Anybody hear me?
I don't think there's anything I do special if I can't get that common jump. Nah, yeah, you just go through the building like normal. Nothing special. Okay. Okay, so we're up the ladder. Car alarm part. I guess I can kind of show my pathing through here. Jump up on these 2 cars. Hopefully you'll have adrenaline still going in case you get hit so you don't get slowed down to the right of this fan. I fire behind me sometimes here if they're really close. Or melee ones in front of me if they're really close. Check in here. There's 2 pipes if I wanted an extra pipe. Like, you can shoot out the windows. You can grab it and then jump back out of that window like that. See you later, lollipop.
We're on the bridge. We're here. We're here.
And here's cemetery RNG. There's nothing I can really say about this. There's not much I can say about the cemetery RNG. I have not found any way to manipulate it. I actually got the worst one, it looks like, right now. If you're lucky, it'll be open, the path will be open like somewhere around here. And yeah, I think this path is the best RNG. You can go straight through, but like, you're just gonna have to get lucky. The first one's open, which you have to go all the way around this way, and then you go back. You funnel back to the center, and then all the way here to the left. This is the worst RNG, unfortunately, but just cross your fingers here. I wish I could manipulate it, but you'll get a feel for which RNG it is when you run it enough. Okay.
At least I made it. Hello.
Quarter. This one has the most common jumps and potential common jumps out of all the other maps in the game, I would say. If this area is really populated and you don't want to walk through them, you can take the left to be a little safer. Oh, grenade launcher spawned there, that's lucky. Don't need that in solo though. So the first potential jump, this one's kind of hard. Commons in the area. If you stand back here, You can see they climb up the back. That's bad. You want to stand on this planter in the forward half of it, past the tree. They'll path to the front, in front of you. And you need them to be in front of you. Missed it. It's not too easy. As soon as they're in front of you, like sometimes you can melee them. If you get the right angle, you can melee them towards the gate and then kind of jump off of them over the gate. But it's like over here, wait for them to get in front of you, start jumping, and then get over the gate. Kind of finicky. If you have a pipe, you could potentially throw a pipe, I guess, to set it up. I'd kind of recommend saving the pipe for later, though. Otherwise, just go through this house. Nothing special here. There's another super hard... I don't even know if I want to try to explain it, but there's a super hard common jump here. Like, don't do this. Don't even try. You have to be here, and then they bump you up into the tree. You jump up into the tree with them, and then...
What the hell are they doing?
Like, I think that's how that works, and then... I haven't tried this in a long time, and then... You throw, like, a bile over there, so they start to climb up the wall here, and then you jump over... You jump over their heads to get on top of the... on top of this clip to go over the wall, but it's like, you're not gonna get it. It's just not good, not good. Along this way, you can do another common jump here. That's not really worth it either if you throw a bile on this table. Or wait, no, yeah, if you throw a bile on where the chairs meet, the backrests, underneath the window. And then they'll be collected there, and you can just jump to their head from here and keep jumping and get up to the window, but it's not really worth trying, honestly. The PCI didn't do that because they were using the bunny hop script. If you have fast bunny hops, it's not worth doing either of these, probably. A little optimization you can get on the railing here just to cut the corner a bit faster. Drop down here. Now, if you have a pipe or something, or if you find like a gas can up here maybe, if you have a Molotov, whatever, you can either shoot the gas can or throw a pipe behind you, try to kill the commons in the area, or just shoot. Try to kill as many as you can as you get in here. Another optimization here, railing. Get up on the railing. If there's commons in here, I keep killing them. Get up on the railing. Keep going along the railing like this. Jump this corner. You can stop killing commons around here unless they're in the doorway in your way. And along here. So there'll be a bunch of commons in the area. Drop down here. Now for safety you could start the float to get a horde spawning, just in case you don't have many commons following you and you exhaust them when you're trying this jump. I'm not going to do it right now though, because then I'll have to restart the map if it gets in the way. Because if you start the float, you have a limited amount of time before it's in your way, and you can't really do this jump effectively anymore. But if you have a ton following you, you can probably avoid the float. Get on the cinder blocks, kind of on the right side of the cinder blocks, somewhere around here. Hold back, crouch. Oh. Keep jumping. Hope that they climb up on the cinder blocks. There we go, got it. This is one of the harder jumps. I don't like this one. It's very easy to just jump and jump and jump and jump and jump and not get any boosts, and they'll be hitting you all the time. If they hit you, you gotta melee them away so that you're able to jump. They're only not getting me right now because God mode's on. There we go, I was lucky. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. You could activate the float in case you exhaust all the commons that were following you. Nothing is gonna spawn, so you would need to activate the float in the finale to get more to appear.
I'm hitting it. Get ready.
If this fails for a while and the float gets in the way, like by the time the front of the tractor is going across here, it's probably gonna be too late and they won't be able to path to you very well. So you can go, just go around up here. You can jump on the float, the head of the float, ahead of time before it parks in the space. If you need to just, if you need to use it to get across the gap and can't do the common skip. So you can get on, like, so you can get on the head very early and then jump across here. That'd be a backup. So yeah, just go up the staircase and then jump on the head to back that up. Then you're up here, okay. Jump over the railing. And you can, yeah, that's true. You can bunny hop across, yeah. That's really hard though. Like, you could use the slanted part of this roof. The float's there, but you can use the slanted part of this roof and then jump to the very edge here and clear the gap, but it's very hard. The common jump is recommended unless you're amazing at bunny hops or you're submitting to the bunny hop script category maybe. Okay. So you go through here, go through the house, go through the window. There should be commons in this area already. Try not to kill them unless they're too close and they're gonna hit you. Try to melee them away if they're that close to you. There's a clip. You see this clip, that red clip? We're gonna be standing on that red clip right there. Next to these garbage bags. Right there. I'm at the edge of the clip right now. You can see, like, I'm pretty much right on the edge of the clip. Wait for the commons. This one's pretty easy usually. Just hold back, crouch, and keep jumping. This one's really easy. And then strafe to the right, just to clear this thing right here, and drop down. There is something in the laser of my mouse. My mouse is moving weird. 1 second. I have to blow in it sometimes. I think Karis got caught in there. Yeah, you can get right over that fence. There shouldn't be a reason to not do that skip unless there's a tank on top of you. And then just go around the normal path, but that's a pretty easy one. And then that is the end of that map. Finale, there's nothing to really note. Just one jump at the end, I think. It's not really a big deal. So let's see. Activate this as soon as you can, of course.
Hello?
Just keep pounding E on here.
Word the man, let's get across the goddamn bridge.
Check for the adrenaline. I got lucky, there's 2 adrenaline. So I keep one out. Wherever the other adrenaline is, I get into range until it's highlighted blue. Like that. Then I wait. Once the sound of the bridge stops for maybe a second or 2. About there. Take the adrenaline, grab that one, and then run towards it. Should be about right. I was a little early, but it's alright. And then just keep running along the left. Mind the specials. If you get unlucky, they might be able to spawn in front of you, or like a smoker might spawn up and behind you and try to grab you through the grating there at the top. It's happened to me before. Just be careful. Keep walking along the left here. Watch this rubble. You can get caught on it. Sometimes you walk right up it. Sometimes you get caught on it like there. Either avoid it or just jump onto it so you don't get stuck. This rebel I don't think has that problem. So you follow the path here, around here. Go up here, check adrenaline. If you find one, take it, grab one. You can get a bunny hop on this little slanty bit here, that rock. On your way down, check that truck. If you see an adrenaline, take yours, grab it. Hey, the tank's here. That tank came in early, wow. Or Karma Charger, yeah. I switched to the right side. Somewhere around the middle of these cars here, I switched to the right side of the bridge. You can go across the rubble here, wherever, because there's an open truck here that has adrenaline. I go through this way, check that for adrenaline. Nothing this time. Depending on where the tank is, like if the tank's close right here, you don't have to go up the ladder on the truck. It doesn't matter which way you go, really. It just depends on where the tank is, but you can go along the side of the truck. You can jump up on the wheel well, and then onto the roof, and onto the bus. You can also do that same thing on the other side, depending on where the tank is again. Up here. Oh, yeah, in the safe room, by the way, grab a pipe. You'll, like, it's basically guaranteed you can have a pipe bomb in the finale. If an adrenaline's wearing off around here, I'll take my last one. Usually around here. Take the pipe out, throw it. I like to bounce it off the ends of here so that it doesn't slide underneath the bus or something, because then they can't path to it. Just make sure it lands anywhere in the area there to get the commons out of your way. They'll be climbing up on this bus and stuff. And then you're clear from here. Just once this curved bit on the right straightens out, sort of straightens out, before the weapons, somewhere around like... Oh, there's a tank back there. You want to jump up here, then onto the fence, and then drop onto the white concrete here, barricades. So somewhere right after it starts straightening out, like right about here. Oh, that was too far, but that's fine. Just drop on the white and then down. And then straight shot to the helicopters. Jump up here and you're done. Alright. Wow, that is main campaigns. Main campaigns on the old version of the game. Covers everything that I did in the record. Get me, tank. Finale! Oh, where am I? So there you go. Suicided. So yeah, I hope you learned a lot. If you catch me streaming or something, you could ask me questions. I don't know if I'll still be playing this game at that point, but feel free anyway. Follow me on Twitch, etc., etc. But I enjoy running the game. Need more runners in this game. This game is such a good speedrunning game, and nobody is really running it. So please learn it. Get some good times. I look forward to seeing you. And look for my next all campaigns video.